All right, everyone. Welcome to Conversation with Lady Dane. Well, I'm Dane. Okay, I know it's been a while since I did a conversation with Lady Dane. A lot of thoughts I have on different things, and then there's the storytelling. But for right now, I am going to talk about okay, Fem-boys, the feminization of boys, and how Black men are contributing to that. Okay, so as you know, my co-host, well, I'm saying co-host. I'm the co-host for the Black Knight, and he has quite a few thoughts on these, and I'm going to break down some of the things he have talked about with the Fem-boys and feminization of boys and how the Black men have contributed to this, and they need to stop blaming Black mothers because either what they do, what they are not doing is creating this, not the mother. Mm-hmm. Mothers are definitely against all that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So let me get things started by covering my bases. Even though I'm the co-host of the Black Knight, YouTube don't see it that way sometimes. So we're gonna cover our bases with the Fair Use Act. All right, let's get this out of the way. This channel may contain content not authorized for use by its owner. Got permission from the owner. However, according to Section 107 of the Copyright Act of the United States, the fair use, I repeat, the fair use of copyrighted work for purposes such as criticism. Yes, that's what we're going to be doing. Comments, of course, we're going to be commenting on this. News reporting, only for those who don't know. Teaching, well, we always going to learn something. Is it going to be new or is it going to be more? We're going to see. Scholarship or research is not an infringement of copyright. All right. So, let me get this out of the way.
You heard the title, The Effemination.
That's a little too. I'm sorry. That was a little too soon. All right. Okay, let me get this off the screen. Yeah, now that I got my bases covered. Okay. All right. So we're going to listen to a little bit of it, and I'm going to stop every now and then and comment. Okay, dokie. Here we go.
The effeminate, I'm sorry. Effeminate black boys are, I'm sorry. Effeminate black boys is the result of absentee black fathers. Okay. And what I mean by that is this here. We can't blame someone for doing what they're supposed to do. Now, we have a lot of finger pointing, especially with Dr. Umar Johnson talking about the effemination of black boys, going all the way back to the DCM. And they said that homosexuality was to target young black men. Maybe that's true. Maybe it's not. But you see, the way I see things is this here. When you see something coming and it's harmful, you do what you can to prevent it from happening. And that's one thing that black men don't do. Black men don't step up. They don't defend. They don't protect. You don't protect your women. You don't protect your boys. You don't protect your girls. And you want to sit here and blame everybody for your failures. Now, that's what a lot of you do. A lot of you have made a living here on YouTube, blaming other people for your failures, right? Isn't that what the entire manosphere is about? Isn't that what that lunatic RBR is about? Who's like one of the most vicious sellouts I've ever seen. I mean, seriously, you think Larry Elder is bad? You think, what's his name? That super.
Okay. Oh, hi, Mika. Oh, all right. So as you can hear, the Black Knight definitely has his opinion that who's to blame, and he's pointing out that the pointing finger is they blaming black women, and black women are doing their job. So black women are doing their job. So why are you blaming the person who's doing their job? They're doing the best they can. Good afternoon, Joe. And what they're not accepting is okay, and they kind of partially acknowledge, but their action and what they're saying is saying they don't. Parenting is a two-person job. In fact, it's even more than two persons. That's why they said there's a community. It takes a village. But for the main part, it takes two people for the everyday, day-to-day living. Community, the village is supposed to be the support. Okay, so the mother's there. She's doing her job. She's mothering. She's making sure the children get fed, clothed, hygiene, learning, all that. If the father's not there, what is he teaching his child? If his child is male, Who is he going to emulate? Children emulate what they see. If they male, they're going to emulate males, but they got to see the male in some form, either their father, if they lucky, if they don't have their father, their uncles, their grandfathers, all that. But a lot of time there is not. There there is not. Especially for the everyday living, day-to-day things, what men do, men are working, men are doing this, they're doing that. So they're gonna see what they emulate. If all they see is mom is the only one that's caring. Mom is always there seeing about. Mom is making sure they're fed. Mom is interested in what they doing, is involved in what their interest is. Try to accommodate the interest as much as possible. Try to steer them in the right direction. But mom is mom. Mom is doing everything she can. She's protecting how she knows how to protect. But hey, it's only so far she can do her part. But she got a counterpart that's supposed to be the support. That's supposed to be the alternate, the balance, so that the scale is weighed heavily, and she's on her side of the scale, but there, so the child doesn't get balanced. The child is imbalanced. So, as I said, if the child's lucky, they might have a male influence for a while. Um, Grandfathers, but because grandfathers are older, they eventually passed away, and they're gonna pass away usually at the most pivotal moment in the boy's life, you know, and then uncles, if he's lucky, he got uncles. Should be close enough to his father age. He has his uncles, you know, um, if he's lucky, if they so if the mother don't have she don't have a father, she don't have a brother, no male cousins, no older male cousins that could be a man's influence, a fatherly influence, or a mentor to the child. She's going to try to find it. So she tried to get her child into sports, also to help burn up some of that energy, because boys are usually active and they into everything and stuff like that, and they're on the move, and she's not going to understand why he's doing all these things and stuff like that, and she needs a man, or she needs the experience of seeing a father, brother, and stuff like that, to know, okay, this is normal, this is okay, how to manage that kind of energy. She could think about, what did my father do when he was dealing with my brother, or what my brother did, or what was my brother like, or how my brother handled his sons, or your nieces, your nephews, and stuff like that. But she don't have that. Uh, she don't know what's okay, what's normal, what's is just energy, how to redirect it and steer it. She gonna try to redirect it, but it ain't gonna be the way that'll work for both of them. So she's gonna try to get him in sports, coaching. She's gonna involve church. If she ain't been in church before, she gonna be in it now, cause she's gonna need prayers. She's gonna need patience. She's gonna need strength, and she's gonna be looking for the men to mentor. That is part of the thing of the church. They're your other family. You know, they're your village. They're your support. She's gonna try that. She's gonna try everything within her means. Sometimes she got a misguided attempt that, okay, she should get another man, stepdads, and stuff like that, you know, and bring another, get another man, so he'll be an influence. There's that. But she's gonna try. She is not gonna try to make her son into a girl. She knows she can't treat him like a girl, but she's more familiar with girl things. So she's gonna try to steer him like that, but she definitely ain't trying to make him into no girls, you know. But she might have a few freak out moments because he sees mommy stuff and mommy things. He just want to do adult things. So he might try to emulate mommy. No, 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 no. This is mommy. Mommy's a girl. You a boy. You need boys and men's things. She needs somebody to direct them, re-steer them to. Oh no, no. You're gonna be boy. You're gonna be big and tall and strong like daddy. Stuff like that. And she can redirect. But anyway, Um, let's hear a little bit more of what the Black Knight says on this topic. Let's see. Here we go.
Had in quite some time. I mean, this is probably the most serious collectives of black hatred that, as black people, we've ever had to endure since the days of Emmett Till. RBR is a classic throwback, super racist sellout. He hates black people with a passion, and he's hell bent on sending black people to their destruction. And I don't know what's even worse, him or the people that follow him, right? We all know that sometimes people can tend to be out of touch with reality. But when it's something this blatant and this bad and people still follow it and they think it's funny, shout out to Queen Ma'at. I mean, Queen Ma'at, wow.
Okay. All right. So he's trying to point out that we got people who they have such a hatred for black women and their blackness that they not showing any concern for the boys or their children. Mm-hmm. Oh no, no, no! I wanted it to be her fault so badly. I'm so mad at her. I'm bitter at her. Or I told her I didn't want to have any children. And she gave me children. She's pressing child support and all this other stuff. It's not about the money. The money is not that important. Well, it's important. But you, children, your hatred, your anger, your upset with your child's mother should not stop you from being in your child's life, being there, constantly doing things. You know, it's the involvement into their it's their involvement in their life that is important. You know, how else is your child supposed to your boys are supposed to move maneuver around and where know what to do, what it is to be a man, you know, what is it what is a man's lot in life. We got men now who grow up without a father, and their ideas of of what it means to be a man is not necessarily manly. Hmm. And we got too many of these men out there who are a detriment to these young boys and young men who are trying to find the target figure, and they steering them in the wrong direction in their need to hate black women, um, make money off of these guys' needs to for a mentor, a father. Hmm. Hello, Black Knight. As you can see,
What's
I
going
am
on?
one of your videos, and I was
Hold on,
talking. Hmm.
let me address something that BMT said. He said, "Can anyone tell me how a YouTube channel makes black men femboys?" Well, it's not the YouTube channel itself that's doing it. It's the content, and it's the men who are um, exhibiting that content. And it's not just YouTube. It's in on real life too, especially in hip hop music, where the sartorial expression is very feminine. The boys act very effeminate. They are proposing uh, they're proposing the idea of no genders. Some of them want to be genderless. They want to be able to choose their gender. Um, they want to get rid of the pronouns. Um, they're adopting the mentality that black girls are no good, boys are more fun. It's okay to wear dresses. It's okay to dress like a girl. And this is coming from black men. Black women aren't doing any of this. I don't see black women promoting this at all. Now I do see some celebrities who are controlled by the masses who have interest in the effemination of black boys, such as Cardi B and maybe Meg Thee Stallion and all of these so-called robots who don't seem to have a problem with Dwayne Wade's son. Okay, they may be saying something about it, but mainstream black women in everyday life, right, do not condone the effeminization of their boys, and they do not practice that, nor do they teach their boys. I've never seen a black mother raise a black son to be a girl. And so, no, it's not just the YouTube channels itself. It's the content. It's the content providers. It's the intention of the content provider to influence. Let's not take away the influence and try to downplay the influence because it is a YouTube channel. It wouldn't matter if it was a phone booth. Influence is influence. Whether you're on a YouTube channel, whether you're at a takeout counter at McDonald's having a conversation, influence is influence. Ethos is ethos. The power to persuade does not matter whether persuasion. You got good? Yeah. I'm sorry. I was interrupted. It does not matter where the persuasion is housed. What matters is the persuasion itself. Ethos is ethos. Influence is influence. Okay? So we're not going to soften the blow, or we're not going to try to nullify who's at fault here and who has the strongest influence by trying to say it's coming from a YouTube channel as if it's not effective at all. We're not going to do that. We know full well some of us do, that the influence of effeminization is coming from black men. They are the portrayers of it. They are the perpetuators of it. They are the ones who are influencing it down to the younger male generations. Black women are not doing this. Black women are not involved in this. The majority of black women are not involved in this, and they are not doing this. I yield the mic.
All right. So we have up here Mela and Remy. All right. So yeah, I was pointing out that y'all trying to make it that black women is the reason for the feminization is incorrect. Y'all keep saying how important black men is how important they are for the family and for the children, especially the black boys. But there's too many of y'all who don't want any involvement in y'all children's lives, and y'all keep trying to say, "Well, it's the one that's still there." No, 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 no. Just by y'all saying that, it's the person that's there that uh, is the main influence. It shows how much you yourself underestimate the importance of a black father. But let me be a little more clear: not just any black man, just any black father. Good black fathers, fathers who love their children, fathers who involve into their lives.
What was that?
So Mela, Remy, um, what do y'all think about that the black men are creating the femboys and the feminization of our black boys, and I guess we might as well add the young men.
In alphabetical order, I'll speak first. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
The situation at hand is convenience and envy. I'll explain why. As modernization has evolved, there no longer becomes a need for a boy growing into a man to embrace work, hard work. Okay. When a boy that grows into a man is surrounded by these conveniences that don't consist of hard work, they are going to continuously be introduced to that's what they're designed to do, perform hard work. Okay. And there will develop a resentment. Well, the girls don't have to perform hard work. And that's because there's a distinction between the male physical existence and the female physical existence. A woman is designed to be delicate, otherwise known as the weaker creature, according to the Bible, right? But I choose to refer to it as delicate, just like a man is designated to be durable. Okay. That's why I emphasize hard work. It takes durability to be designated with the gender of hard work. Then we introduce the modernization of these conveniences where hard work is no longer a factor introduced into a boy growing into a man. Meanwhile, he's noticing his sister, his, female counterparts are being quote unquote escorted legislatively into higher echelons of protection. They envy that protection because they're not focused on what they were born to do, which is perform hard work. And I'll tell you why hard work is important for a boy growing into a man. It develops accomplishment, a sense of accomplishment. Not only that, it also reminds him not to focus on things that don't matter other than his accomplishment. When he builds something through hard work, what he will find is that he accomplished something. What women, on the other hand, accomplish is something otherwise known as soft work. And when that boy becomes envious of that soft work, he will want to be that in that realm. And that
Get
is
him,
the
Mella.
problem.
Get him, Mella. What happened?
Mela dropped off.
Come back up, Mella. Get him. She was giving y'all that work. That's what I'm talking about. She was giving y'all that work. Mama Rain in the chat giving y'all that work. Mella up here giving y'all that work. Hold on one second. Dang, you got the
Yeah.
Okay, change screens. Def Jarvis, you said you wanted me to cite some academic sources. No problem. Dame, change screen, please. Change screen first. Okay, this is the first academic source of boys being influenced with the feminine persuasion being perpetuated by men, of course, black men. All right, Dane, let it rip.
Hey! 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 Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Get it, sis! Hey! Get it, sis! Get it, sis! Hey! And with the boots! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Now get it, sis! Hey! Get it, sis! Hey! Get it, sis! Now get it, sis! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary! Go Mary!
There you go, Mr. Def Jarvis Elementary. Mr. Jarvis Elementary, one of your academic sources. Now let's move on to academic source number 2. Dane, please pull up the pimp picture. You know the one I'm talking about. Let's give Mr. Def Jarvis some more academic resources. Elementary, Mr. Jarvis, elementary. As you can see, the sartorial expression in this picture is that of a feminine female. There was no women in this picture, just like there were no black women in that video. The influence is coming from black males who are dressing up like black women. Now tell me that these men here in this photo do not look like a bunch of old women, black women coming out of the church on Easter Sunday. Find me the masculinity in this picture. You will be challenged to do so because the masculinity in this picture does not exist. This is a heavy influence in the community. Young men look up to girly men such as these. Elementary there, Mr. Jarvis. Elementary. Dame, and one more picture for your academic pleasure, Mr. Jarvis. Dame, move to the other picture. You know the one I'm talking about. Well, what do we have here, Mr. Jarvis? Academic, elementary, son. Elementary, my dear Jarvis, elementary. You have a black male who is completely dressed like a woman. He is in a full body dress. This is what we like to call an alpha feminine black male. Jarvis, how is that for academics? Huh? Here's the term again for your academic pleasure, Mr. Jarvis. This is a alpha feminine black male. Now, what is an alpha feminine black male, Mr. Jarvis, for your academic understanding? An alpha feminine black male is a black man who psychologically believes he is a dominant black woman. Not a regular black woman, but a dominant black woman. Okay? So these are your academic sources. These are my sites academically. Hope that you have enjoyed the academic receipts that I have provided you. And hopefully when you leave here, you will understand that you are part of the problem. It is you and people like him and the rest of you are effeminizing young boys, thus destroying manhood amongst young black men. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And thank you. Now we can get back to the show.
All right. Remy, did you have something to add?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I mean, what you see in the chat, is that, and also, just basically men in general, they just don't want to accept the fact that a lot of shit that is going on within themselves is their fault. And that is just what it is. You don't want to accept that your pappy or your grandpappy is the reason why that you are the way that you are. Or the uncle or the molesting uncle or the pimp on the corner or the drug dealer on the corner. Nobody wants to accept that they are at fault for anything. Somehow, some way, you want to find a woman to blame, despite the fact that she had absolutely nothing to do with what happened to you. Even if a man blatantly shot and murdered somebody in the street, somehow they're going to try to blame a black woman for him doing that. A lot of them just don't want to accept the truth, even when it's staring them straight in the face. In the face, sorry. And that is the reason why that they're going to stay losing. So everybody is on this merry-go-round about or how to figure out life and trying to figure it out. You go to all of these YouTube channels or any social media platform, and you're trying to find somebody to cater to your pain and trying to find somebody to tell you that you're right. But are these people telling you that you need to go fix you first before you're able to listen to anybody else? They're not doing that. They don't promote you being a better person, a better human being. They're trying to tell you to focus on everybody else and what they're doing. Where are you going to find that content? You're not going to really find it. I mean, you'll find it on Max's channel because Max talk about it all the time. That the issue is you, but you don't want to hear that. You want to hear it's everybody else's fault. So until you, like AA therapy, you admit the first step is to admit you got a problem.
Hold on one second, Remy.
Yeah.
Remy, hold on one second. Yeah, Def Jarvis. Yes. She is blaming the daddy because it's daddy's fault. Sorry about that, Remy. Go ahead. I just want to answer that real quick.
You're fine. Yeah. It's just that a lot of y'all, unfortunately, again, it's your mentality that's the problem. It's no one else's fault. It's not the white man's fault. It's no one's fault. It's your fault. And at the end of the day, look, if you're at a point in your life where everybody is to blame but you, then unfortunately you're going to stay losing. That is just the reality. You don't want to face your problems. You don't want to face, basically, you're the enemy. The man in the mirror is the problem. So you need to fix that. And then once you fix that, then you can sit up here and have a straight face and try to talk about other people, even if you can't do that, but still. And hell yeah, you have to blame the father. The fathers are not even there. And if they are there, they're ineffective. You got people present but absent.
And Def Jarvis, you can hit the link.
I mean, yeah, I would love to have a conversation. I would have a conversation with him, and I'm pretty sure everybody else on the panel will. But I would love to
drop that link. Yeah. Drop that link because we ain't never scared, bro.
No, the link is already there.
We ain't never scared.
It's
what up, Joe?
What's going
on, Joe?
What's up, brother Max? What's going on? Your trusted sidekick, Dame Frankie. And hit it, Dame. Hit the other sister, Remy Norris. But no. I mean, they hit on some key points. We it's kind of funny we're having this conversation because my wife and I were talking about this earlier. We as men need to stop blaming Black women for the ills and issues that we have. See,
that's right.
Because what happens is, like, I think it was Mama Rain that's down there in the chat. I saw it before I came up. She's right. Back in the 70s, you got to think about, okay, Flip Wilson was one of the
Yes,
first cats.
Geraldine.
Yeah,
Geraldine.
Geraldine with the
Mm-hmm.
dressing. That was back in the 70s. I mean, you not really, well, you and I the
Mm-hmm.
same age, around the same age. So we remember them
Mm-hmm.
days. And see,
That's
the thing
right.
about it is we allowed this to happen. Even like you say, if people sit there and say, well, you got a two-parent household. But the problem is you can have a two-parent household with only one parent being effective. If you don't have an effective father and mother that are doing what they're supposed to do, and playing their role and actually emulating at what they're supposed to be in terms of femininity and masculinity, you're going to have the
Mm-hmm.
problems that you see out here. A whole bunch of angry little man children running around here, blaming every sister there is. Now, am I saying sisters are blameless? No, they're not. They got their own bag of poo poo too. They know the ones that are doing what they do. And they'll be the first ones to point that sister out that's doing dirty or being dirty. But at the same time, it's kind of funny. We won't do that same thing for that brother that we know. Okay, you out of order. This is what you need to do, maybe to get back into order. But you have to have a willing individual that wants to do and wants to understand and wants to learn that, this is not the way to go. This is not the way to be. Being disrespectful, calling women out their names, all this other rata, all this other yat that you hear on here, blaming your mother for something that happened 40 freaking years ago. That's not going to play. Your parents, in most cases, did what they needed to do, and what they felt was appropriate at the time to get you to where you needed to be. And whether that be college or truck driving or welding or whatever the freak you wanted to do, most time they would have gotten you there to be where you need to be, so that you can be that productive individual. When you have children, they see you doing the same thing. So my stepson, because obviously my stepson and my son basically to sit there and look at me and his mother, show them the way of this is how you deal with women. This is how you deal with how you respect them, and you're not gonna come out. He's never heard me come out of his mouth. I never call my wife a B or anything like that ever. We don't even argue that really. If there's an issue, we'll address it between each other. You know, but usually we'll discuss it in an adult like manner. We're not gonna be doing other screaming and hollering and shooting and killing that you see around here. And we're not gonna be doing all this complaining on social media. This is not your therapist. This is not your place that you need to talk about your social issues and social ills. But for some reason, our people want to basically do that. They want to sit up here and tell about, well, yeah, the woman did this, the black woman did this, and the black woman did. Let me tell you something. The black woman, the matriarch, has been the cornerstone of the black community. She's kept it rolling for the last 450 years. She's kept it rolling. The patriarch thing that you guys want to get to, you're never going to get to because see that's a Eurocentric construct. That patriarch nonsense. It works for them. It don't work well for us, and that's why we're in the situation we're in now. I want you to submit. I want you to be this. I want you to be that. Okay, so what are you going to do? What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the game, brother? She's sitting there looking like that. She's busting her chops doing what she got to do. And you're mad at her because she has a higher degree than you. She graduated from somebody's college with a master's or a bachelor's. And you could have done the same thing. But, some people say, that's being a simp. That's being a da-da-da-da. No, let me tell you something. Being at this stage in life, being married, like I said, between the marriages, 31 years, you learn that certain things just don't go well. Certain things just don't, happen. And the thing about it was a lot of these brothers are looking for manhood in all the wrong places. Let's face facts. They're looking for it in all the wrong places. And so they come on here, boo-hooing and crying to other cats that are just as jacked up as them. And now they're trying to figure out, well, why ain't this working? It ain't working because it's not meant to work. We're listening to them. Get sound counsel, good counsel. Help. Get somebody out there that's going to help you to get to where you need to be, my brother. Not sitting up here boo-hooing ad nauseum about the sisters ain't doing this and the sisters ain't doing that. Because you look like a little bee when you do that.
They do, bitch niggas.
Yeah, because I know, I'm not going to use the word. I'm going to respect your platform, but you look like a little bee doing that. Because the thing about it is that's a very feminine trait. Doing all that ranting and raving, all that screaming and hollering, all that calling women out their names, and you this and you this and you this and you this, and individuals that are on here, not gonna say no names, that do that on a regular basis, and then wonder why nobody wants to listen to them. And talking about they don't want to listen to them because they're black. No, they want to listen to you because of how disrespectful you are.
Exactly, because you're right. That's what women do. Women do all of that. Women call each other out like that, call each other bees. That's what women do. Men don't do that, man. We don't talk like that.
No, you don't. And the thing about it is that's why I'm like, when I hear cats going in, in certain circles around here, it's like, whoa, man. I don't know if anybody ever told you, my brother, but that's a very feminine trait that you're doing. And the thing of it is you're screaming and hollering at her, and then you get, you screaming and hollering at another dude doing all this rah-rah. And it's like, this.
Yeah, it's like listening to a woman.
Right, they're sitting in the wings looking like, they're sitting in the wings looking at you like, okay, this is another weak-ass black man. And then you wonder why, and these sisters, and a lot of them are not looking to go to another race of man. They're looking for you to step up and be that man, that rightful, that right-spirited, that right man that she's looking for, that right black man that she's looking for. I don't know why that's so complicated. I mean, for somebody. I don't understand why they can't understand that. You're not going to grab a sister by basically being willy delivered and limp and crying all the time. She gonna look. She gonna look at you.
And you know what? And the ones who do it, they ain't even got no woman.
Right. That's like the same fools on here that cry about child support but don't have any kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the
They
same
ain't
ones
even
that cry
got a
about
woman, man.
They're the same ones that cry about black women, but they're going out with a Filipino.
I mean, it's bad enough when a woman don't want to deal with you because you're weak. It's even another when she don't want to deal with you because you remind her of her mother.
Yeah,
that's even worse.
And Mama Rain here is basically hit on another one. You can't get your manhood off of talking about black women. Men prove their manhood man to man, not man to woman. That's right. Because let me tell you something, Mama Rain. You're right about that. Because you can't compare. I'm not in competition with Mama Rain or freaking Dame Frankie or what's my other sister here?
No, exactly. What am I in competition with them for? I'm a man.
No. I'm not in competition with Remy, Norris. I'm not in competition with any of these sisters. I'm not in competition with my wife. I mean, like I said, and I'm not in competition with some sister that I met at the freaking at the whatever, But I'm not in competition with her. I never have been with any competition with any woman. I'm in competition with. I'm looking at you, Max. I'm looking at other brothers that I'm in competition with. That I'm sitting up here like, that I'm sitting up here looking like, okay, now, the traits that he's doing or the traits that this one or somebody can look at me and say, okay, man, that brother's stand up dude, man. He like, he's doing this and this, his actions and his words and all that stuff and everything is matching up. That's who I'm looking at. That's who I'm in competition with. I'm not gonna be in competition with some of these little really livered, as I call them, type of weak brothers that are sitting on here on this platform of we call social media. That we sit up here and they banter back and forth. I look at y'all like y'all some women, and you wondering why you can't get one. And let me tell you something, brothers. Let me give you a little update. Check this out. I'm gonna give you a little piece of information. If you think going across town to the other side, whether it should be white or Asian or Latina or whatever, if you think it's better over there, guess what? Over there, like the grass is green on the other side, they got the same weeds and poo-poo and issues over there as they do right here.
Yeah. You know what kills me? They keep saying these things like other women don't have them too.
Oh, no, yeah, because they think it's better on the other side. Well, I got a passport, brother, and I got to go to Brazil. I don't need to go to Brazil. And to find a Latina, I don't need to go. I don't need to go to Puerto Rico to find me a Puerto Rican sister that I'm equal with because I'm Puerto Rican. No, I can go back to New York. I can go back to New York if I was looking for one, and basically, shit, I could probably find one down here. But back to New York and go if I want that. I don't need to leave the country to do that.
And they don't know what they dealing with. Some of these
Oh
non-black
no,
women. You talking about attitudes,
oh no.
man?
Thing about it is you ain't seen attitude until you see a little bit. You ain't seen
I'm telling you,
that.
I was trying to tell them, an Asian woman to kill you, man. An Asian woman to poison you.
Asian women will kill you. Latinas will kill you. You know
Yeah,
that.
it can poison you, bro.
So the thing about it is,
Uh-huh.
if you think life is better on the other side, you will probably come to realize that it's not. So stop blaming the sisters here that you see on here on social media, the ones that you deal with back at home, your mama, your auntie, your grandmother, your freaking third cousin, sister's brother, whatever. Stop blaming all of them. Man, look in the mirror and look at yourself. And if the reflection that you see, if it's not you and you don't even recognize the person that's in the mirror there, then guess what? You got some work to do. You got to work on yourself. We as men had to work on our brokenness, our issues, our problems, because hey, we hurt too. I'm not gonna sit up here and boo-hoo and cry, "Oh," but we hurt too. And the thing about it is, it's all about how you deal with that hurt and that pain and those issues. And taking it out on somebody else or blaming somebody else for a problem that I caused, nah.
You know
But
what?
that's my 2 cents on that. But go
You
ahead,
know
man.
what I never seen though. You know what I never seen though. And somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just telling you, I've never seen it. I've seen plenty of TV shows and plays or whatever with men dressed up like women, right? Portraying women. I mean, look at the most famous one, Medea, right?
Do
But I've
you?
never seen one with a woman dressed up like a man playing a man.
I mean, you
I've
probably
never
won't.
seen it.
I mean, you think about it, you got Shanae from Martin. I mean, I love Martin, but
Yeah.
you had Shanae from Martin. You had old dude, what's his name? Damn,
Uh,
Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx was
yeah,
doing that
yeah.
nonsense.
I never seen a woman
Uh-uh.
do like a male Medea or something like, you know what I'm talking about? Something like
Yeah.
I never seen a woman do a male version.
Oh,
I've never seen that.
so
Uh,
yeah.
I've
But
seen white women.
Huh?
I said I've seen white women do it in a movie called Victor Victoria.
Okay. So it must have been white. Okay, because I've never seen black women do it.
And
Okay, so
there's some
yeah.
kind of teen movie where a girl pretended to be a boy because she thought her the editor at her school newspaper was being sexist.
Okay, well that's white women though, right?
Yeah, that's all white.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably why I ain't never seen that. That's white women. I ain't never seen black women do
Oh
that.
wait a minute, Whoopi Goldberg. What's that movie? Where she plays a stockbroker or investment banker, something like that. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
but she
remember.
wasn't playing a dude.
Cuddy, Cuddy, something about Cuddy. Oh,
Yeah, but
that's. Mhm.
yeah, but she wasn't playing a dude, was she?
Oh yeah, in fact, she was playing a white dude.
Who was that?
Whoopi
Whoopi
Goldberg,
Goldberg.
a movie where she
Um.
played either an investment banker or a stockbroker,
Oh yeah.
and she disguised herself as a white man.
Yeah. I know which one you're talking. I can't think of the name of it. I know you're talking about them. I can't
Was it
think of the
that
name
movie
of
with
it.
Rat Race?
Hey, you
But
had
even then, she pretended to be a white man.
right,
She
but I
pretended to
mean,
be one, like on a phone or something, or did she actually dress up like a man and put on the makeup and
Yeah,
the wig?
yeah. Towards the end, when they had to have Cuddy show up in person.
right,
Uh,
yeah, because she was talking to him on the computer the whole time, and they finally met up or something like that. They were trying to
Yeah,
kill her, I think, because
yeah.
she knew too much. Yeah, I remember that movie.
okay.
I can't
All
think
right.
of the
Well,
name
that
of
one escaped. Okay. Well, that one escaped me because I ain't never seen that movie. But
it.
I
Yeah,
just don't see it. I see black men almost all
Jumping
the
Jack,
time now in
Jumping Jack
dresses.
Flash. That was the name of the movie.
Yeah, jumping jack. Okay. So
No,
now,
no, 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 not
so.
Jumping Jack Flash. It wasn't
Oh,
Jumping Jack Flash. Mm-mm.
it wasn't. What
All
you was
right.
doing
So
today?
then you got the picture.
Mm-mm.
Hold on, yo. You got the picture, right?
Oh yeah, I got the picture. You
All
ready
right.
for it?
So okay. So now They
I'm
want to say
confused.
that
Hold
this
on,
guy
y'all.
is gay,
I'm
huh?
confused. So are we? Because I thought you said that you don't see black women portraying black men. But see,
No, I
Whoopi
don't.
Goldberg, yeah, Whoopi Goldberg,
Hmm.
she presented herself as a white man.
Okay,
Have you
that's
ever
a
seen a
white
black
man,
woman?
right?
Right? Have you seen a black woman portray herself as some type of stereotypical black man?
No, never.
I'm trying to think of it.
I've
No,
never seen
No,
that.
no,
I've seen it the
I've
other
never
time.
seen that. I've
I
no,
seen
seen
you're
black
right.
men do it. I've seen black men do it. I've even seen black men try to, act out stereotypes. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
thanks, Remy. Act out stereotypes of black women. I've seen them try to play the
because
angry black woman. I've seen them try to play Big Mama. I've seen them try to play Medea is Big Mama.
Mm-hmm.
because you
Yeah,
got pretty much every
Eddie
major
Murphy.
and
Eddie
actor that
Murphy.
don't forget your Wanna Man.
Yeah.
yeah,
Juana man. I mean,
Juana
that was
Man.
oh
Eddie
man,
Eddie
that
Murphy as
And
Rasputia
thank you. I was
and
going
the
to say Eddie
Swamp.
yeah.
Murphy. Yep,
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy was another
Right. And
one.
you know what? And the thing about it, they acted out stereotypes.
Right.
That's even worse.
Especially Grandma Crump. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
no,
doing.
listen,
I've never seen a black woman dress up and try to act out some black male stereotype.
well,
I
name,
don't see no
no,
black woman dressed up as a man going out and shooting motherfuckers and dealing. I don't see that.
but no. The thing is, you also have to look at too. You got to think about how many black actors, male black actors, basically have not done that. I mean, I could think of with Denzel. He
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
sold his
yeah,
soul.
yeah.
Yeah, Denzel ain't sold his soul.
Lawrence Fishburne.
I don't think.
Dave
Yeah, Lawrence,
Chappelle. They wanted to put Dave Chappelle to dress. He said no,
yeah, Dave Chappelle was like, no, Lawrence Fishburne. I don't think he sold his soul to the devil.
no.
Samuel L.
Mo-
Jackson. He didn't
Who?
wear a dress. As far as
Morgan
I
Freeman.
know.
I'm trying to think.
Well, Morgan Freeman
Martin
is a
Freeman,
coon.
no.
Yeah, James Earl Jones. I'm trying to think. Somebody.
Nah, man. James L. Jones, nah, absolutely not.
I'm trying to think all the
Um,
old school ones like the Sidney Poitiers and stuff like that. No, I mean,
nah. And
Oh,
Morgan
definitely
Freeman
not
is a
old school.
Morgan Freeman is a super coon. Okay,
yeah.
so
But the thing is,
uh,
I mean, you got to be hard pressed. I mean, you think about brothers that are out here now.
some
Denzel,
fucking driving Miss Daisy, nigga, you crazy?
yeah, I mean, Denzel probably the one of the
And
few I can think of that it has.
this nigga driving Miss Daisy.
I've still never seen that mess. I never
Like
still.
niggas, you crazy, man. Man, he lost a lot of. I lost a lot of respect for him after that, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's no reason. There's no reason to do a movie like that today. I can understand he was coming out of the 50s or the 40s, and you trying to make it. You trying to feed your family. I see you doing the black exploitation. Like I understand why they had black exploitation films. I
Yeah,
get it because they had to have a start somewhere. They had to feed themselves. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but there's no reason to do shit like that today.
yeah.
You know, nigga driving Miss Daisy. Hey, get your
Well,
punk ass
what is
at it,
it?
huh?
King of Kampala basically said Training Day was a sellout movie. Was his sellout
Yeah,
movie?
it was.
Yeah, I would say, yeah, you're right.
It
Brother.
was.
But we trying to think of somebody who hasn't sold themselves out
Yeah,
to
he
the point
stayed
where
his
they
punk
win.
ass in the hood. He stayed
Yeah,
in the hood with that bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, he was a sellout.
yeah.
That's
Because
why I didn't
all
have
of
a problem with him
Denzel,
getting smoked. That's why
yeah,
I didn't
all
have
of
a problem with him getting
Denzel's
smoked at the end.
right. Because all of Denzel's damn movies, you think about it, that's the only one. That's the one he got an Academy Award for. That one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, of all of them. No.
Man, he should have got an Oscar for John Q.
Yeah, John, you're
That
disappointed.
shit, John Q was
Man,
incredible,
John
man.
Q, Malcolm X, there's a whole bunch of them he could have done.
Yeah, but even over, I mean, Malcolm X was awesome, but John Q was.
Because I
I
was,
mean, I mean, think about this, right? Do you have the guts to kill yourself for your own child?
yeah, I know. Yeah, that was a while. I mean, that
I
was a
mean, that was some
while.
heavy shit, bro.
Yeah, and the thing
That
about
man
it,
was
I can
about
think.
to blow his brains out
Mm-hmm.
for his own son.
Yeah, I would say Hurricane. I'm thinking the same thing, King of Kampala. Yeah,
Hmm.
Hurricane
Hmm.
would have been the one. See, because the only time I see Denzel with a non-black woman was Mississippi Masala. She was Indian. He's Indian.
Well, he had one. Well, he had one in Malcolm X too.
Well, yeah. Because I mean, he was telling that's a historical true story. I mean, that was because
Hmm.
Malcolm X did back in the day. So that's what they're talking about in the case of that particular one. But
Hold on. Before I let it go, let me show something. All right, we want to show y'all something, right? And the reason why I'm showing this because they can say he gay or whatever, but that's not what I'm talking about. You see, because the image of this, right, is very, very damaging. It's very, very damaging. Can't you show? They put it up. I'm gonna show you why these boys are the way they are.
Okay.
Look at it. You see this? This is a black man in a dress. And I'm talking about this is one of these big ass. What kind of dress is this, Dame?
Um, I guess it's his version of a tuxedo dress.
Right. You see
Um,
now this. Now see this.
hoop
This
skirt.
hurts.
It's a ball gown.
This
Oh, it's a
right.
ball gown. Hmm.
This hurts on so many levels. Young black boys, they see this, and the rhetoric you have right now in the black community is that you got guys like Malik Yoba pushing the fact that it's okay to wear women's clothes. You see, it's the rhetoric that goes behind an image like this that's damaging to these young boys. They're not looking at the fact that he's a gay male. They're looking at the fact that he's free to express himself, right, the way he wants. And that's what they want them to think. That's how they end up effeminate. That's why these types of images are so damaging. You don't see no black woman in that dress. That's a black man right there. He's trying to tell y'all, it's the black man that is making the young black male effeminate. It's not the black woman. Okay, Dan, you can get more screen. I just want to hammer that point home. I'll be right back, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, shoots. Even Dwayne Wade came out and said that when he was younger, he wore women clothes and trying to dress up like his sister. So that's another reason why he's okay with his son uh, coming out. He feels like his son is more like him. Well, if his son is more like him, and his son, well, actually, I'm a little confused by his son because his son saying that he's a girl. He feels like he's a girl. His father approved of his mother. Okay, I don't care what Gabrielle Union, his biological mother was definitely against it. And they used the fact that she was against it as part of the reason to take the child away from her.
Okay, but
Yeah.
my question is that okay? So
Hmm.
again, Dwayne Wade's son has a whole father in the home, right?
Hmm.
So how do you have a whole father in the home, but yet boys are still ending up being feminized? Because we all know that's the story. The story is that oh, well, these boys are being raised by single mothers, so that's the reason why they're effeminate. However, you have a whole Dwayne Wade who's in the home, right? He's there. So, and his son still turned out the way he did. So now, what excuse do we have for this situation? What
Hmm.
excuse do we have for E.J. Johnson, Magic Johnson's son? What's the excuse for him? His father's there,
Hmm. Yeah.
been there his whole life. So what's the excuse now?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then Dwayne Wade, who said that he wore dresses, his father was also in the home. His father was in the home. And yet he was able to dress up like his sister for a while.
because there is no excuse. It's like it's there are a lot of situations. where, like I said again, two parents are there, but it's
Mm-hmm.
almost like having one. So you know, if Dwayne Wade was in touch with his daggone masculinity. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being in touch with your feminine side, but you also have to understand the limits of it. But he was in touch with his masculinity. His children shouldn't be running around or wouldn't be running around in skirts or culottes or whatever the freak they call it nowadays. I don't know. You know.
Oh, his son is in full blown dresses.
Yeah, and then isn't it like Magic Johnson and then like isn't his son all blown up like that too?
Oh yeah, Magic Johnson's son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
And didn't somebody's son? I don't know if this was Lil Nas X. Who was that person on the cover of his album with the dress on, the purple dress, whatever color that is? Who was
Um.
that?
Shucks, I didn't even see Lil Nas X album. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can pull it up to see.
Well, I don't know who that person is, but I do remember that somebody, I think, I don't know, it may be him, but whatever. But I do remember that this person did an interview and they said that the reason why that they wear dresses is because their father told them not to. And since he wanted to defy his father, he just started wearing dresses. Now, I don't know if those Lil Nas X, but I just know it was some rapper or somebody. I don't keep up with today's music because, it's trash. It's dumpster juice. So I really don't care. But somebody said that. But again, another example, what I mean, a whole father in the home, however, still turning out infeminate. So that's what I'm saying. What is the excuse today? I just want to hear the excuse. And I'm pretty sure nobody can give me the answer. So who's to blame? So what's the
Mhm.
excuse now? So now you got whole fathers in the home and their sons are still turning out the way they are. So again, what's the excuse?
Oh well, I don't know what excuses they're gonna have for that one. They're gonna still somehow try to blame the mother, and I'm like, or maybe they're trying to blame the mother. If I remember stories I've heard before, and I'd be like, no, it's the father's fault. He ain't doing anything uh to combat that, or there's something about what he's doing that's allowing that to be okay. And they getting younger and younger. It used to be after they got out of the house and got out of the home, then they come out of the closet. But now they're doing it in the closet. There was some YouTube or TikTok video that was going around. Some creator, sassy something. His father kicked him out, but his father knew that his son was gay. I guess he pushed it too far, and his father had enough. But the fact that he was in his father's house still came out, still flamboyant, still doing like women, and he's okay with it. Then he's on YouTube, TikTok, all these social media things, and he was okay with it until he went too far with it, and his father finally had enough. But for a while, that his father was okay with it. Let it get to this point.
Right.
Hmm. Most fathers have kicked them out of the house, or say you're not your boy. You're gonna be like a boy. Why you in my house?
Hmm. And
Yeah.
I haven't even
And I've
heard.
known of a bunch of people that got kicked out by their mothers, not their fathers. It was their mother. You're like, and they mad at their fathers because their fathers didn't do anything because the mother kicked them out. Oh no, 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 no! I raising a boy, not no girl. Hmm.
And then here's even another question. So again, okay, so The accusations is that the mom is infeminizing her son. Okay, fine, fine. Let's like explore that. Okay, so why is there not a mass campaign for men to get custody of their son? If mothers are so bad, right, to the point where they're destroying their sons, then how come men are not out here getting their children? Please don't make an excuse that is the white man or, oh, well, the women got more power in the court system. Let me tell you something. There are plenty of men that I know who basically got custody, full custody of their children. All they had to do was get a lawyer and take their ass to court. It's as simple as that. So that is no excuse.
Shooks, just show up to the custody hearing.
Thank you. Show up.
Mm-hmm.
Show up. Don't be coming in there smelling like weed. Don't be coming in there with your pants hanging off your ass with a whole attitude thinking that you run that place because you don't run shit. The white man runs it. But that's what they do. They come in with a whole attitude thinking that the world owes them something, thinking that basically, oh, because I'm a man, oh, I can get whatever the hell I want. I run this. No, you don't run a damn thing. So, with that being said, if the women are so bad, then why are men not on this mass campaign to get custody of their children? Why?
Or
Y'all
if
making
they
so
feel like
many
the
excuses.
custody court law is so bad, why they not uh, fighting to change the laws, change the way custody hearings are done? So either they're not trying to get their kids, or they're not trying to change things so they be able to get their kids.
Okay, somebody said that I'm 30 years. I'm not 30 years behind. I said mass campaign. Mass. Meaning that we see like the Million Man March. That's what I'm talking about. All men getting custody of their children. That's what I'm talking about. If the women are so bad. If there is no mass campaign, then we already know the women is not the problem. See, what I see a lot is a lot of people like to complain about shit, but they don't want to do shit about it. You want to sit here, you want to bitch about the women. Oh, the women are this and that and the third. They're bad mothers. They're single mothers. All right, fine. Then why don't you do something about it? So you want to complain, but you also don't want to do nothing about it either. So if nothing changes and nothing gets better, who is to blame? Is it them or is it you? And besides, y'all dudes don't like kids no way. That's just the reality. Y'all don't even care about these goddamn kids. Because if you did, you wouldn't be going in and out of a woman's bed and creating broken homes all over the damn place. We see that so much in this community. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I can come up with examples. You got DMX, you have Easy E, you got all of these people, great examples, and even people in your own neighborhood. These men go around impregnating all of these women, creating all of these broken homes. These children, they're left alone. They don't have a father. He has too many kids. He can't even spend time with them.
Yeah.
And then guess what? The kids are left alone. Now guess what's happening with them? They're dead and gone, right? And their kids, like Easy E's kids, are so heartbreaking. Well, some of his kids said that they were homeless. Homeless. During the time that they were children. This man made millions. How is it that you have a whole father who had all this money, but yet you turn around and your children is out here on the damn street? Because you out here creating broken homes. That's how much they care about their children, to the point where they don't even create a will or make sure that their kids are financially set, make sure that their kids are healthy, even when they're dead and gone. And the reality is, man, please, you men don't give a fuck about these kids. Yeah, I said it. You don't give a fuck. Y'all don't care about nobody but yourself and your little penis. That's all you care about.
Yeah.
You prove it every day. I am so tired of people teetering around this little subject matter. No, let's get to it. Let's get down to it. Y'all don't care about these kids. They don't care. And that's why I always tell women, at the end of the day, you have to have the acceptance of they don't care. Because if you care about your children, we should not be having this conversation. I mean, come on. You got situations where people got child support cases and all they got to pay is $20 a week and they don't even want to pay that. They got a problem with giving $20 a week. Come on now.
Yeah. And
That's how
then
much
so they don't look so bad. They don't want to be alone. They call the ones that do want to, that do take care of their children, or are even willing to take care of other men's children, simps, to discourage them, or to so they don't be the lone ones in the pack.
Now, I don't know. These dudes are whole weirdos. I don't get it. And I swear, I don't see no other men in other communities with this type of mentality. I really don't. I truly don't. I really don't know. But at the end of the day, that is what it is. And I'm the type of woman, I'm not going to sit up here and listen to people tell me that what I see or what I heard is not the truth. It is the damn truth. The proof is in the pudding when you look at our community in the condition that it's in. They could sit here all day and talk about vagina this, vagina that. Oh, black men and black women relationships. But I don't ever hear a conversation about children, though. I don't hear none of that. Nothing.
Seem to know more about a woman.
because a lot of them don't care about children.
Thank you. Like, just admit it. Just admit that y'all don't care. Just say it. Yeah. We don't give a fuck about these kids. Just say it. I'm tired of people always trying to sit here no. Just say it. Just say you don't give a flying fuck about the kids. Then black women can move on and we can act accordingly. Because unfortunately, a lot of us still don't get it. We still got faith in you dudes. And we should not have it. I'm sorry. That's what I have to say. We should not have the faith. I don't, because I know better now. But a lot of white black women still got some hope in you maggots. I don't get it. I don't understand why should they. But maybe if they came out and told the truth, then maybe, just maybe, we would be better off going the way that we need to go and do what we need to do for ourselves and our children.
All right. Okay, Roz, if we're talking about black men creating femboys and feminization of boys.
Yeah, Dirty Varmint is right. The government is way too soft on absentee fathers. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. See, the mom is always going to be held accountable. I don't give a damn the way you put it. When that baby is born, the mom is the one who's doing everything. She's the one changing the diapers. She's the one doing the breastfeeding. The mom is the one that's there. Her accountability has already been proven. But where's yours? You get so many breaks in this society. You know you do. That is what you call privilege.
Well, Dirty Vomit
always be held accountable.
I was going to say in the case of Dirty Vomit, what he was saying, it's the government is not harder. It shouldn't be the government's responsibility.
Right.
If I reared a child, if I had when I hear people say something when it comes to women being pregnant, it's like, oh, okay, no, oh, that's basically was an accident. No, it wasn't an accident. I know an accident is me driving my car and somebody comes and freaking T-bones me. That's a freaking accident. That was what you did was malicious intent. You knew good and daggone well the outcome was going to be a little one. If you have a relationship with this woman, and vice versa. Women, the same thing. Oopsie, this was a mistake. No, it wasn't no mistake. You know what you were going into when you got there. But, that's the thing about it. Be responsible for what you have. People talk about child support and things like that. I pay it. I got to deal with it from there. I mean, mine is from a marriage situation, not from I had an illegitimate child type situation. But still, the responsibility is on me to pay for a little one there until he turns 18 or 21 in New York if you goes to college or whatever. But, it's my responsibility to do that. And there it is. I'm not going to sit up here and cry to nobody about it. I'm not going to sit up here and talk trash about it. We were married. After so many years it happens, have a good day. Be responsible. That's all it is. Or like the sister said, or you just basically tell us what you want, what you're going to do, what your intentions are, and then let us go on our way. Type of thing. That's what she's saying. Basically, go on our way. If you don't want to be responsible or you don't want to be in the child's life, I mean, that's kind of jacked up that you wouldn't want to be. But sometimes it is what it is.
Yeah. But everything they do is about them having sex.
Right. And the thing about it is, you know what you're doing when you have sex. I mean, this is a kind of simple concept. It's a simple concept. You know what you're doing when you do that. You know what it is. Like Mama Rain said here, white man is raising mass shooters. Yeah, rapists and killers. I'm sorry, rapists. I forgot you can't say it. And killers. Stop the worshiping of other communities. Like I said again, stop looking at the other side of town thinking it's going to be better over there. When they got drive-bys, freaking sexual assaults and everything else going on over there too, like they are having it here.
Yeah, but we also have to realize is that, look, when we talk about, well, me personally, obviously me personally, I'm not going to say all of us, but when I talk about other communities, the reason why I say what I say, because look, we all know that no community is perfect. We all know that. If you do, then you live in some other kind of universe. But we all know that. But here's the problem. The problem is that other communities, although they have their problems, they still have intact communities. They're still functional. Ours, on the other hand, is not functional at all. That is what I mean when I say that. At least other communities have a system that they abide by and they live by. So it's not even necessarily, oh, well, you can't put the other communities on a pedestal. Yeah, that's fine and great. But at the end of the day, the one thing I do notice is that at the end of the day, their communities are still intact.
Okay. Was that me?
No, that was her.
Oh, okay.
Daph, nobody is bitter. She's not bitter about her place in life. She's bitter about black men not taking their place in life. There's too many black men not taking their place. They're not being responsible. Okay, you don't want to have kids because you don't want to pay child support. You're just in it for the sex. Do the things you gotta do to protect yourself from it. Okay, if something happens, because nothing is perfect, be responsible. Take care of your children.
Well, you don't go in
Stay protective.
Well, I hope a person's not going into a relationship thinking that, okay, I'm going to be paying child support, because that's a self-fulfilling prophecy, because that means you're going to fail before you even start. We don't go in, people, when they're in a true serious relationship with a significant other, I'm not sitting there thinking like, oh, snap, 20 years down the road, I'm going to be paying child support for something, that happens in a year, whatever. I didn't go into a relationship for that. 20 years later, it happened, and it's like, okay, you pay it, you deal with it, whatever. And so the thing of it is if you go into a relationship like that, you're going into it ass backwards, and you're doing yourself and the person that you're going to be in relationship with a disservice. You're doing them a big disservice.
Okay, that's the thing. The question is, okay, the way they talk, and they're not going into a relationship. They just go into it for sex. Although they contradicting themselves that they're willing to move in with her or her move in with him. when you get to the point where y'all moving in with each other, y'all gonna have sex on a regular basis. Birth control is not gonna handle that amount of sex. Y'all gonna get pregnant. Oh, and then they're screaming how she trapped me, she did this, or she should have kept her legs closed, and all this other nonsense. But yeah, that's the way these are talking. The ones that's were in a relationship, they usually are still involved with their children, even if the relationship not working. But we got a whole bunch of usually. But there's still quite a few of them screaming child support. I think the ones that's screaming child support, they have no intention of having a baby. They just was in it for the sex, even if it was sex on a regular basis. I understand. Sometimes guys, once you move in with them, or you to move in with, or they to move in with you, to have sex on a regular basis. It ain't about no love. It ain't about a relationship. It's just regular sex. Nobody talk about those dudes. Okay. I don't know what you're saying. Matthew.
What is?
Like I
Yeah.
said, y'all, ignore them. They just whole complete weirdos. That's just all they are.
Okay. If you don't translate that into English, or that's somebody's name I don't see up there, I'm gonna time you out or remove it. English in here. I do not trust anything in another language because it looks like it's trying to get my channel knocked out.
He's from Eritrea. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's Ethiopian. He's
Eritrea.
yeah, he's of the alphabet community. Yes.
Y'all just block him. Whatever. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
The thing about it is,
okay, he's still mad from the last time. Obviously, I undid it.
What happened the last time?
Okay, no problem. I don't have no problem getting rid of you.
I mean, we can be in a situation where we can have conversation and discourse like we're having now, and if Remy's particular point of view is that, don't sit there and criticize it. Maybe try to understand it.
They criticize it because of the passion that I have behind my voice, and also because I'm very blunt. I don't care about people's feelings anymore. Like, unfortunately, when you try to break shit down to people in a nice and easy little tone, they don't understand it. They don't get it. So they need it in a blunt format. So I just want to respond. King Kapali, he said basically that point me to the white folks who speak ill on their kind, like Remy and City G does. I'll be waiting up here. So I don't speak ill of my own people. I just hold my own people accountable. Why? Because I'm amongst my people. I have to hold you accountable. If I'm sitting here and I exist in a community that basically determines a lot of things about me, my health, mentally, physically, whatever you want to call it, if my children is going to be affected, I have to hold those around me accountable, including myself. So at the end of the day, yeah, y'all have to basically just stop being so damn sensitive all the time. I'm sorry, but people have a lot of sensitivity when you hear people talking like this, because you're so used to everybody telling you that you're right and your feelings are valid, yada yada yada. See, only people that I know and only people that I trust, I have those kind of conversations with. But until I get there with you, I would never have those type of conversations with you. I will absolutely hold people accountable, because guess what? I'm always held accountable for every goddamn thing that I do. Everything. Nobody takes it easy on me. Nobody has ever took it easy on me out throughout my entire life, even when I was a little girl. So why should you be afforded the same damn thing?
Okay, and I need to correct you, Keen Kapala. Yes, they do talk about each other. Where do you think Manosphere came from? It was a white concept first. Manosphere, white. Complaining about who? White women. White women, you want to hear about white women complaining about white men? All you got to do is Google, YouTube, TikTok, social, Twitter, women complaining about men, and you'll find white women up and down, left and right, complaining about white men. So, excuse you, Google it.
He said white folks don't do that. They don't code. Image is everything. What image? What image am I trying to uphold? I don't have shit to prove to nobody. See, that's what that's what I be saying about people. A lot of people control how you want to portray yourself. Nobody controls who I am. Nobody is going to control or tell me what I should say or how I should say it. I'm going to say what the hell I want to say. My image is okay in my eyes. Because at the end of the day, the very people that you talking about, oh, well, they're on code. Now, I'm pretty sure they would tell me some things about their own people, too. And you just got to put them in the right position to say it. But at the end of the day, again, you start a war with the women, and guess what's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. Black men have been talking for decades about black women. So now all of a sudden, when the response is a little more harsher, now y'all got a problem. When the rabbit got the gun, nobody's happy.
Thank you for your problem.
Okay, the Black Manosphere is talking about black women. Manosphere.
The white manosphere is not.
The white manosphere is talking about white women. Well, white women.
It's about white issues, period. I mean,
yeah,
white women.
So, excuse you, manosphere, only a certain segment, just like their segment deal with their women. Y'all trying to deal with us, and I think both of y'all wrong. But I can't say anything on the white manosphere. I don't want to get deeper into that because it goes down a rabbit hole that's totally disgusting and yeah.
Why they always talking about white people like they know them? Like, see, this is what I be talking about. Y'all don't even know them. Like, that's what's so weird about black. I'm sorry, but I have to say this. A lot of y'all don't even know of white people outside of sex. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real. You don't even know. You don't even spend time with these people. So how the hell can you come up with conclusions about what do you think they really are and what they do? That's what I want to know. When do you spend time with when do you spend time with them? Because I would like to know, outside of sex, what do you know about them? You can't even, a lot of you can't even hold a conversation to even talk to them anyway. And besides, they won't even have you in their spaces to begin with.
Okay, well, Jeff, if you want to express your dissenting opinion, the link is right there. It's pinned to the top. If you can't find it, I'll gladly put the link down. But just you expressing your opinion, she's expressing hers. And I never heard her call you out a name yet.
Is he a regular on your?
No, he's not a regular. Just somebody want to show up when the conversation is something controversial.
But he mostly shows up on my conversation with Lady Dame, occasionally a ladies' night.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. I've never seen that name before. I've seen King of Kampala, but Def Jarvis I never seen before. No, he's King of Kampala in Scotland. What is? Okay, I don't know what he's talking about there. IDI. Okay.
Is he trying to say Scotland? I hadn't seen Scotland, so Scotland is
Wait, so
more something. Actual knowledge don't fail us now, Remy.
No, I fail those who don't have the ears to listen. That's what I feel, and I'm glad. Look, I'm not for everybody, and I don't give a damn. I don't care. I don't want to be for everybody. I don't like people like that in general. So whatever he says, it really holds no merit or weight for me. I don't have a problem with Dame. I don't have a problem with Max. These are the people who own this goddamn channel. I don't have a problem with either of them. So if I don't have a problem with them, I'm cool. But at the end of the day, like I said, we all have a different way to convey our messages. I'm just very blunt and to the point with mine. I don't teaser. I don't skate around a damn thing. I go through the fire. I don't go around it.
Oh, okay.
And
I
if
mean,
that's an issue, oh well.
I mean, well, as basically as Dame Frankie has said, I've never seen them not be open to anybody coming up and speaking their piece. Hey, I'll
Mhm.
fall back. You brothers want to come up and respectfully kick it around with the sister here, Remy. Um, I think she's down for it. But I mean, that's something that you have to decide if y'all want to come up here and talk to her. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
that's basically it. I mean that's the thing about it. So I mean, King of Kampala and I think Def Jarvis, I think they have a difference of opinion, man.
They're not gonna come up
I'm
there.
blunt. I'm blunt all around. I'm blunt all through my life. He said it's easy for you to be blunt on the panel. No, I'm blunt.
Um,
This is who I am. Period. This is who I am. You talk
mhm.
to those in my private life. Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Exactly the same. So no, I don't have no
Yo,
plan to be shit for no goddamn panel.
yeah, they're not. They're not gonna come up there, and they're not gonna say anything.
Well,
No. Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying. I don't know who's it. Oh, that's Rozzy. Okay, but
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, if they want to come up,
From
like I said, I'll
God.
pull it back. You know,
Shucks, we can hold 10 people up here.
oh, you
Now, if
can.
they just
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to
'Cause I
be
know some of
just
them are like
talk to the
6 something.
ladies, but then yeah, because we do
Oh,
have
okay.
those who just want to talk to just the men, and we have those that just want to talk to just the ladies.
Yeah, okay. Because it's like I know some of them are like 6, some of them are like 10. I don't know how many you can hold here,
Yeah.
but yeah, definitely they want to talk to really, and Autumn.
Okay, King Kapala is up.
Oh yeah, okay. Well then I'll fall back. You guys go ahead and break it up.
Dan, can you hear me talking?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wanted to say something real quick. I wanted to say that it's such a
Hello?
deflection when women are speaking and they're telling the truth like this sister, and then they try to say that where she's talking down or she's saying something negative. No, how about she's being resolute? Do you know what that means? That means basically speaking, telling shit like how it is, telling it how it is, being completely precise and calling the thing a thing. It's not bitterness. It's being resolute. And what I don't like is that you can go on these panels and these men sit up here and call all and say anything that you say that is is basically anything that you say that they don't like that's going to hurt their feelings. They want to call you names and make you feel and try to make you, well, no, not try to make you feel, but try to make it seem like you're bitter. But tell me or show me and point me to any channels where there's men who are edifying black women. Please show me that. And then another thing is it's normal for women to be in spaces in circles where we are talking about men and talking about our children and talking about the community. That's what women do. We gossip, we talk, we engage in these circles. You have TV shows about it, you got book clubs about it, the babysitters club, just stuff when I was little. That's what women do. We do this. We get in circles, and we've been doing this from the dawn of time. But when men do it, it rubs you the wrong way because it's a feminine type of vibe to it. Now it's different when you're on a panel, when it's between a man and a woman, and we're having a discussion. But what they do in the manosphere, that's what women do. So when they sit up here and say, "Well, Cynthia G is saying this, Cynthia G," that's what? That's what women been doing. It don't matter the race. We do that. It's uncommon for y'all to do it.
That was a whole
Okay?
bunch of bull. Hey Frankie, what's going on?
That
How
was
you
not a
doing,
whole
Dan?
bunch of bullshit. Prove me wrong. Show me where there are channels where men edify stuff. And don't come up here already with your butt hurt. But her
And you don't
feelings,
even
because
look. You don't even look for that stuff. What you
you
talking
are
about?
looking for it. You're looking for it.
You just want to be on YouTube and social media
No, I'm talking because I'm being resolute, and
shooting
I'm
down
not
at the,
saying
you know what
nothing.
I'm saying,
I'm
you know
not
what I'm
saying
saying, at the
what I'm
image of your
saying. You
own
don't like
people and
what I'm
shit. You know
saying.
what I'm saying,
You can't
finishing
control
up,
what I
doing
say.
the finishing
I don't.
touches
I'm
of the
not
white
gonna
boys'
bow
work.
down for your
You know what I'm saying?
insecurity, bruh.
That's
I'm
insane.
not gonna bow down for your
That's insane.
insecurity because you don't have that same smoke on white people's channels talking about y'all niggas.
Oh, you must don't know me, lady. I do this all day. I
You
be
on
on
mute.
their ass.
Get
Yeah,
on
I
mute.
do that. That's what I
Pull it
do.
up.
I do.
Put down the
You
link.
probably wouldn't.
Put down the link. Put down the link. Put down the link where you be in they channels and you defending black men. Pull down the link. Pull it up.
Do you see my name?
Pull it up.
Do you see my name on there?
That's who cares about your name? Who
Do you
cares
see
about
my
your name? You
name
a
though?
king with no kingdom, nigga. You
Why
sitting
wouldn't
up
I
here,
be?
talking about you be pulling up on you pull up on
I
white dude,
pull
you
up.
pull up on
I'm the
people
king
that
of all the smoke.
you pulling up, you literally think I'm supposed
Anything
to
that's against the
you
black
honestly
man,
think
I'ma
I'm
be
going to
on you.
believe that you
I'm
pull
gonna be
up
on
on
you.
people that control your existence?
So thank you for letting
That
everybody know
control
that you
your
one of those.
existence? That
You one of
control
those.
your existence? Do you
You one of
honestly
those.
believe that I
You
think
one
you
of those.
actually pull up in chats
You one of those.
of men that own your existence?
You another
No,
boot ass,
you don't.
Wilson good ass
No, you
motherfucker out
don't.
here.
You do
That's
not.
all you is.
No,
You
no.
don't care about the black community. We know this.
So y'all
We
don't.
listening to we listening to what you we
That's
listening to
why
what you
y'all killing
saying.
black women.
We
That's
listening
why
to what
y'all
you
killing.
saying. We listening to what we hear you. You sound like Boyce Watkins. You sound like Cynthia G to us. You sound like
Boys
Pass
walking.
Exclusive to us. Yeah, you sound like all the rest of them boot ass niggas. Yeah, we know. You only here to
Boys
destroy the
walking.
image of a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You helping the white boy. You want your pound cookie now? You doing they work real good for them. You don't see no
Hey, yo, but
pecker
let me
roosters
ask you
running
something,
around
though,
here
bro. Let me ask you something.
doing this shit. They don't do this
Let
shit
me
to their
ask you
own
something,
people. Come
though.
on,
I
man.
can pull up data. I can pull up so much data on black men not caring about the community. You don't take care of your kids. You don't
That's the only data you will pull up.
abandon everybody. I can pull up
You ain't
any
gonna
type
pull
of
up
data.
nothing.
I
You
can
ain't gonna
pull up
pull up
too
nothing
much
that's
data on
prolific.
there. I can pull up on data and all that stuff. All
You
that
ain't gonna
data.
pull up nothing that's prolific.
Anything that you pull up on black women, what y'all do trumps what we do.
You ain't gonna pull up nothing that's
I
prolific.
don't care. We're
I know
having a
you. Yeah,
discussion.
exactly. You
Why
don't
are
care
you
about
taking
that
it
shit.
personal?
Yeah, you don't
I'm
care about
talking
that.
in
Yeah.
generalization. I'm
Thank
talking
you
in
for telling me
general,
that.
but I'm
Yeah,
talking in generalization, and you
yeah. I
take
know how
that
to get
shit
it out you.
personal. And you taking it personal.
Pop that
You
code.
taking it personal.
No, you taking it personal.
You taking it personal.
Hey,
But
yo,
if
can
I
I
don't
ask
take
you a
it,
You
question,
all
bro?
right,
telling on
all right,
yourself,
all
boo.
right,
You
Can I
all right.
telling
If
ask
I
on
you a
don't take it
yourself.
question?
personal,
You telling
then
on
what am I?
yourself.
All right, if I don't
You
take it
telling
personal,
on
then what am I
yourself.
doing? Am I
You
out here
tell
playing
what
around
you're
in the
doing
street?
is telling
Am I
on
playing in
yourself.
traffic?
Your feelings is hurt. I didn't say something that you like to hear. You're hurt. Your
Hey, yo,
feelings
my
is hurt. You
man.
had to get up here. Stop.
Lady, I'm a man. I don't have no
Hey,
No,
can
goddamn
I, can
bro,
I
feelings.
ask
you
What are
you a
you
don't
question,
talking
bro?
about?
qualify. You don't
I
qualify
don't
as a
have no
man.
feelings.
You
What are you
don't
talking about?
qualify as a man.
I'm the only man that you know. Check that out.
You don't qualify.
Hey, yo, I need to ask you a question, though,
Are you
bro.
here to argue or are you here to have a
I'm the
conversation? I'm
only
very
man you
confused.
know. The only nigga that don't go for
Let
none
me
of
ask
that
you a
shit you
question,
talking
though,
about.
bro.
Are you here
Can you
for
hear
a
me?
conversation or are you here to argue?
I'm
Well, if
here
you
to
was
have a
listening to the
conversation.
conversation, I was trying to
When
have
you
a
listen to their
conversation. I mean, I
feelings,
just wanted to
and
make a couple
when
points.
I'm being resolute and I'm talking, and then they sit up and say that I have what I said is bullshit. They're not in here for a conversation. They're in here to argue because you're not going to say something to somebody that's offensive after they speak, and then expect to have a a peaceful conversation because that's not how it works.
You got so
Take
emotional
accountability.
over me
Take
saying
accountability.
that you was full of shit. I mean, that
Hey,
got
yo,
you
brother.
all.
Hey, yo, brother, let me ask you a question,
That,
bro.
that, it just had to make something crawl up and yeah. What's up with it?
What problem do you have with her, though?
I mean, I didn't even know her. Didn't have no problem with her, but she started saying little stuff here and there. So hey, I'm fit to come in, see
But
what
what
the
did she say
temperature
that you
is.
don't like?
And
Okay,
then
What
she
did she
so
started
say?
all
revealing, and then
right.
she start,
So
and if you was
if you have
listening,
a
and if
specific
you was
problem,
listening,
address it and stop coming up here trying to rile people up. Get to
No,
your
that's what.
point.
That's not what I. No, that's not what I do. I
It's
don't
that
argue with.
simple.
I'm not trying to argue with y'all. Trying to argue with me.
No, you came up here trying to argue. No, look,
No,
we're
you
not gonna
he
do that.
insulted
We're
me.
not
You
gonna sit up here
insulted
and
me.
try to manipulate. Yes, you did. You
You
did do that.
insulted me.
Thank you.
What?
So come up here, tell us what your problem is, and let's get to it.
Oh man, here we go. What is that? Shit?
Okay, so what is the problem?
Y'all tell me that I won't come up here and say nothing. Now I come up here and say something, and you got a problem with that?
Dude,
Damn if
Stop
I do.
deflecting
What's the
what
from
hey
Damn
yo,
if
your
I
hold on,
don't.
hold on,
problem
responsibility.
hey
Take
is?
yo, hold
You
on,
know
accountability.
what I'm saying? Y'all be
God.
wanting too much. That's why I say y'all too selfish.
hey yo, bro,
That's
you wasting
selfishness.
time, bro. What's the problem, bro?
What is you talking about? What problem? I come up here to speak with y'all. We talking about something. We rapping.
So let
The
me ask you this
conversation was
then.
going just great. We
What do
got
you
this lady to
disagree with?
expose herself. She telling y'all the same stuff that the white people tell you every day. You know what I'm saying? That y'all hear from them.
And what is that?
They don't care about you.
You know what
You
I'm
didn't.
saying? What do
You
you disagree with?
are you? I mean, is your ears good? Did you hear that?
No, what did you okay, repeat it again?
He don't got nothing
Repeat
to
it.
say.
Repeat it for what? I
He don't
said
have
everything I
Hey
need
nothing,
to
yo,
say.
bro, hold on,
nothing to
chill,
say.
chill, chill.
Okay,
Hey yo,
wait,
bro,
you
I'm
you're not
asking
being
you.
clear
I'm
enough,
pretty sure. I'm pretty
Immortal.
sure
You
when y'all
said
watch the show back again, y'all gonna be like, "Damn, man, that nigga went hard for real." You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like you
I'm
laid that
asking
shit down.
what do you di-
You need
Hey
If
to
we
yo,
look
bro,
at
I'm
the show,
asking
we don't hear
Like he
anything
hey
that
really,
yo,
you're
bro,
like
let
this,
saying.
me
So
see
like
let's
he
something
just
came
quick.
up
get
here
to the
and really
point.
you
exposed these motherfuckers
insulted
for who they
me.
really
I
is.
was
You know what I'm saying?
speaking.
That's
Hey
I
all.
yo,
wasn't and you
hey yo, I'm
insulted
trying to
me.
get some clarification though. What do you
Right.
disagree with?
Clarify what?
Oh my God.
I'm trying to figure out what do you disagree with, bro?
What's up, panel?
Man,
Rozzy, what up, baby?
like what
How
was
you
you at,
doing, my
man?
man?
What's going on? What's going on up here, man? Y'all getting wild up here. What's
Huh?
going on up
I'm
here?
just
he
trying to
sounded
I'm
like
just
he
trying
had
to figure out
he had an
Hey,
issue
Black
with
man.
it.
Uh huh.
I
Yeah,
was
but you know,
speaking. I was
I
saying
do have a
something and I was
question.
speaking and then
Hey,
I
Autumn, how you doing,
spoke.
Autumn?
Oh, I did. I said, Heidi, how are you doing, Black Knight?
All right, what's going on, baby? Long time no see.
How everybody
Long
doing with
time
it?
no
What's up, man?
see. Let me
Mm-hmm.
fill you in real quick. I was
Mm-hmm.
speaking. I just got on and I just talked and I was saying that black men say that black women are being angry when they're speaking. They're trying to say she was bitter. And I was like, no, she was being
Mm-hmm.
resolute. Just look up the
Right.
title. And I said a little bit of things. And after I got done speaking, he said, oh, that's some bullshit. So he
No,
so
yeah,
he came
I
so he
wanna.
came to me. So he said that. And then he expects for me not to meet him with that same energy. And now he's like, what is it?
Uh
What is
huh.
it? What is that? No, you brought it in. I was speaking. I wasn't being disrespectful. You just didn't like what I said and you insulted me. And now we're
Mm-hmm.
asking you, what did I say that you
That
do
was an
not like? And
insult.
you can't even respond.
Yeah, you know
That
what?
was
I'm
an
kind of
insult.
curious too, King
That's
Kampala.
confusing.
You know, I'm with Rozzy. What did she actually say? Because I was listening too. I didn't hear anything out of the ordinary. What did she actually say? Is he still there? Can y'all hear
Yeah,
me?
I'm still here. It just don't make no sense to go over that again. I mean,
Exactly.
we gonna leave it where
No.
it's at. No, we gonna no.
I don't. I don't want to.
I'm gonna
I
leave
don't
it
want
where it's
to.
at.
I don't want to
'Cause
run you off because I do want the conversation. I do want you guys to come up here and express yourselves. But I really, if you don't mind going back over it, because I was listening and I didn't hear anything out of ordinary. So I would like to know what you thought she said that may have triggered you.
I mean, I can't even think about all that now because she already said something that already I can't even get my mind off of already.
Okay,
She just
let's
she
go there.
just
What was that?
she just said she don't care about the black community. So here we are.
Now who said that?
Whichever one of the women I was just talking to.
Okay, the black community as it stands right now.
I didn't say that at all.
Okay, well, even if she said that, right? Black men don't care about the black community either.
How you know that?
because
How
you can listen to podcast after podcast of black men
podcast?
saying that they hold on.
Podcast.
You hold on,
We talking about
hold on,
social media.
hold on, bro.
Man, you
Okay,
ain't got no feet down in the
we're not
street.
gonna listen.
You ain't
We're
doing
gonna
none of that. You
talk
ain't
if we're
out
gonna
there.
talk.
You ain't on no
I don't mind.
location.
Listen, bro. I don't mind
You ain't
talking, but
doing
let's
nothing
not.
out here, man.
Listen, bro.
Nobody
I
know
don't
you.
mind. Hey, bro.
Nah,
I
bro,
don't
that.
mind talking. I don't mind talking, but let's not do the kangaroo thing, all right?
Bro,
Let's
that.
not hop
That is
all over the
crazy.
place. Now, listen. Now, you got podcast after podcast, right? Of black men saying, "Let the community burn, burn, community burn." That one had nothing to do with the community
The
or
social media
anything in it.
community.
No. The black community. Period.
Y'all ain't even out there. Y'all on TV. Y'all on
But you're
No,
social
on
we
here
are.
media.
discussing it
No,
though. You're
dude.
discussing it.
This
You're
ain't
being a hypocrite.
TV. This ain't TV, and we are out here. And the men that express those views, they're talking about the real community out here.
How? How are they talking about the community that's out here where
Okay,
I'm
and
at?
how? By opening up their mouths and words are coming out. That's how.
Do y'all even know what's going on out here where I'm at?
Absolutely. We talk about it all the time, bro. Do you know
Man,
what's going on out here?
we out here building barbershops,
Man,
clubs,
we're all, really,
restaurants,
where's this happening at? Where's this happening at,
houses.
bro?
Wichita, Kansas. You can come to Greenwood, Mississippi if you like.
Wichita, Kansas, nigga, you
Yeah,
talking way, you may as well be talking about
yeah.
Pluto.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's a much better place than where you at.
We're talking about the mainstream areas, New York, Atlanta,
The shithole.
California, you
The
know, where all
shithole.
of the niggas are. There really ain't that many black people in Wichita, Kansas.
The
And a
places that
whole
are
lot of
infested with
racist folk.
with infestations of rats.
And you
Okay.
know what? And I'm cool that you got 15 niggas out there
Crying.
in Wichita,
Buildings are
Kansas doing
falling
y'all thing.
down,
But we're talking
caving
about bigger
in.
places, metropolitan areas and stuff like that, where the traffic of black people and the population is severely heavy, bro.
Yeah, and everything's just crumbling. Okay.
Okay, we're not talking about Wichita. I understand you got 12 brothers out there in Wichita, Kansas, doing their thing. I got all that. Shout out to Wichita, Kansas. Okay, but we're not talking about a little corner of the world.
No, this ain't no little city.
We're talking about heavily populated black areas, bro.
What are you talking about, man? Heavily
What do you mean? What am
populated.
I just told you what I'm talking about.
Man, them people, man, them cities are so gentrified, man. Them are sanctuary cities, matter of fact.
Well, no, not really. Maybe in California you may have some sanctuary cities, but
New
it ain't
York,
gentrified that much all the way out
sanctuary
here
state,
on the
sanctuary,
East Coast.
a full
And,
sanctuary
you know,
state.
I don't know what you call Wichita, Kansas.
They harvest anybody there.
I don't know what you call Wichita, Kansas. Wichita, Kansas isn't exactly nigger land.
Man, yeah, man, there's rats the size of cats out there.
In Wichita, Kansas?
No, in New York. Come on, man.
He's not
That
smart.
place, you talking about that nasty ass
Yeah,
place? Are you
I
serious?
failed to understand where you're going with this.
We
Is there a
still haven't
point?
gotten to the
I'm
point
just
where
going where you
Russia.
going. You start talking about that, so let's talk about that. That's what I
Well, I
want to
wasn't
know.
talking about rats, bro.
Yeah, you talking about your big cities and all that. I mean, come on. We
Yeah, but how do we get the rats though?
because that's the only thing we know about New York. Is they
That's how
got
you know
rats the
about New
size of
York.
cats, and it's filthy and it's dirty,
And
it's
so,
fucked up,
okay, and
You
so
ever been
it's
in
you
New
mean to
trash.
York?
tell me in Wichita, Kansas, you don't know anything else about New York?
It's fucked up. That's all I know.
You
It's
don't know
not.
that the
What the
ESPN,
hell?
you don't know that the ESPN studios in Times Square?
It's really not
You
too
don't
many
know
good things
you
about
don't
New
know
York.
anything else about New York except rats.
What is there? It's nothing.
You don't know about Grand Central Station. You don't
There's
know about the
nothing there.
UN on the Avenue of Americas. You don't know none of that. You just know about rats.
Washington Heights ain't a black neighborhood no more. I
So
mean,
all they taught you in Wichita, Kansas
you know what
about
I'm
New York was rats.
You talking about a slime ball city? You're like, come on,
Dude,
New York,
are you saying
New
that the
York.
only thing you know about New York is about rats?
And what do black people own out there?
Do you know anything about Times Square, Harlem, Brooklyn, Queens, Beverly Stuyvesant?
I know none of the black business owners or homeowners or builders ever grace none of these
How do
panels.
you know
They
that when
never
all
come
you
around
know
us at
about
all.
New York is about rats?
And probably the only
No, no,
person
no, no,
from New York that
no.
we know
Wait a
on
minute, wait a minute, wait
YouTube
a minute,
that's
wait a
doing
minute, wait
something
a
out
minute,
there, that's doing
wait a
something out
minute.
there, is Q
Hold
Butter.
on.
That's all
Wait
we
a
got.
minute. You
That's
can't tell us nothing about New York because you just said the only thing you know about New York is they have rats the size of cats. So there's nothing else you can tell us.
what else do we need to know?
No, 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 no.
What else do we need
You
to
can't
know?
tell. You can't tell us anything else.
Where's the black community going from out?
We
Where are they
don't want.
going to out there?
We
Are they
don't
going
hear
up?
anything from you. We don't
Do, they,
understand that from you because all you know about New York is rats.
do y'all have an upside? Is
Well,
Harlem getting
are you
is
talking
Harlem getting
about
any better?
dude? I'm trying to have a conversation with you about what you know about New York. I'm trying to talk to you about rats.
What you trying to tell me how great this city is and it's not?
No, I'm trying to talk to you about rats. You said that's all you know. Why would I talk to you about how great the city is? You don't know about the city. You just know about rats. That's what you said. So that's what
That
I'm
city
talking to
has
you
nothing
about.
else. It has nothing else. What do we have?
There's nothing else to talk about with you. You say all you know about is rats.
The police are gonna pat
So
you
I'm
down
trying to have a.
when
I
they
don't
when
want
they
to talk
pull up
about
on you
police.
and y'all
You
let
don't
it
know anything about,
happen.
but you don't know anything about none of that.
Man, y'all
All you
don't
know
do
about is
nothing out
rats.
there.
I can't have a conversation with you about New York other than rats because you told me that is all you know
Yeah,
about New
just
York.
yeah. So just stay on that point then with yourself.
Okay, no, I'm staying on it with you.
Yeah, because everything else, you ain't respond to.
Are you saying that you were lying?
Let's
You
talk
do
about
know
this
something
shit.
else about New York?
Let's talk about this shit.
Are you saying you were lying?
Let's talk about this shit.
Well, no, I need to know if you were lying first.
Let's talk about this.
I need to know if you were lying first. I
You know
can't
what I'm
go
saying? Because
further
yeah, because
with
yeah, because
you unless you
yeah, because
admit
we know.
that you
If,
lied
you
about
know what I'm saying?
knowing things
Because
about New
we
York.
know.
Okay? Now, other people can talk with you. As far as I'm concerned, I can't talk with you because I need you to admit first that you lied about knowing about things about New York first. Then you and I can have a conversation. Until you admit that you lied, we can't talk. I'm going to turn you over to the rest of the folks.
Yo, this square as hell. Hella square.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
nothing square about being a liar, bro.
Square. L7, man. Oh my god.
Okay.
So are you ready to admit that you lied?
But you didn't want to talk about none of the shit that I did say about New
Are
York,
you ready to
other
admit
than
that
the
you
other
lied
other
about
than the
knowing
rats
about New
comment.
York?
Because obviously, you know what I'm saying,
No, we
you're
not.
real
That's not
you're real
how.
sensitive about
That's
your
not
city.
how
You know what
men.
I'm saying?
That's
I
not how men
understand that.
deal with things, bro.
But damn, bro.
That's
Come
not
on,
how
man.
men deal with things. First, we have to
Be
admit
like
that we're
be like a
wrong.
be like a black
So
man.
let's start with admitting that
Be
we
like a
lied
black
about New
man.
York.
Be like a black man and
Right.
get off of it.
Admit that
Just
you
get off
lied.
of it. Just get off of it. Be like a
Admit
black
that you
man and
lied.
get off of it. Come on, man. Don't be like the white boy.
No, we're not going to do that, bro. We're going to admit that we're going to be real men.
Could be having this whole conversation and you still talking about the damn rats. You
No,
see
I'm
what I'm
talking
saying?
about you lying that you didn't know
You
about New
got
York.
a man with the small brain over here.
I asked you a real question and you lied for an
That was
answer.
not a real question. That was
It was
a
a real
goofy
question.
ass question. That was not a real
No,
question. That was
I asked you a
goofy as
real
hell.
question and your answer was a lie to the question.
That was goofy as hell.
So that means you're a liar, sir. I need to know, I need for you to admit that you lied so we can continue on the conversation.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who cares about New York?
Because
Come
I
on
want to
now.
have a conversation with a man of integrity, my brother.
Integrity. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
admitting that you was wrong And admit that you lie shows integrity.
What integrity do you have?
I got plenty of it. I can admit when I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong.
Oh man.
I ain't wrong about nothing, so you know what I'm
I yield the mic.
Okay.
saying?
This man
Yield
isn't
the
waste.
mic, Bill.
This boy isn't
Yield,
worth my
yield
time.
your mic, white boy.
Damn.
Okay. All right. So you've been to New York, Kapala, experienced living in New York, and you ran into rat
No, we're not
problem.
going to have a conversation about New York because he is a liar. He is a liar.
Yeah, New York is a straight
Okay.
shithole, and you
I
know it.
think
Come
him and
on.
So,
Rozzy, before I butted in,
That's why he
Rozzy
didn't
was
want to really
asking him a
have that
question. Rozzy, you
convo.
still there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here, bro.
My bad, Rozzy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to know, man. What are the disagreements that you have? You know what I mean? That's it. That's all I wanted to know. Like, what do you disagree with?
I told you over and over, man,
I,
what I
I,
disagree with. This goofy ass shit that everybody doing on the motherfucking social media,
but what is that?
trashing the image of their own motherfucking kind, and you don't see nobody else out here doing this dumbass shit, but you motherfuckers. Every time I pull up, y'all doing this shit.
Okay, so
What
check this
Oh,
out.
the
color
black
lines have
men
Hold
this,
up,
they?
hold up, check this out.
the
Okay, let
black
me
What
man
respond to
colors are
that.
that.
you talking about?
Let me
What
respond to that
qualifies
though,
as
right?
We
becoming?
can't do this. We can't do that.
Let me
Like this shit is
respond. Oh,
ridiculous.
can I respond to that? Okay, so listen, I'm on social media all the time, right? And me, I am against black men and black women degrading each other online. I talk about this shit all the time, right? So I understand what you're saying, right? But I just want you. But nobody's here is trying to degrade anybody. I don't think this is not the type of space where we degrade black people. Not this space right here. I've been here for years, right? So I don't, Max. I don't think Max is trying to degrade black people or any of the women up here. You feel what I'm saying?
No, it was no, it wasn't everybody that was doing it. It was just this Miss Remy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane. And I dug right through it. And of course we all and if y'all was listening to her, she just basically told y'all, yeah, she's a Cynthia G fan. If y'all was listening to the stuff that she was saying.
First of all, I never said that I was a Cynthia G fan. Where the hell did you hear me say that? Prove it to me. Where did I say I was a Cynthia
Those
G
yeah, the
fan?
words didn't have to come out your mouth, but basically what you was talking about,
Cynthia G
you was
is
you was
nothing
you was
on Black Woman
regurgitating
on
you was
YouTube.
regurgitating
Cynthia
a
G
lot of
is
shit
not
that
the
they
only
bra say.
person who
Okay,
speaks.
and what is
You was
that?
So please
regurgitating a lot
stop.
of shit she
Hold
say.
on, hold on. I'm
And that
so
was
sick
basically
and
almost
tired.
everything you said
I'm
up here.
so sick and tired of people always say every time that Black women talk, "Oh, you're Cynthia G." No, all of us
What
don't
about what
listen.
about
But
what
that's
about
who
Red
All
Supreme?
of
y'all
us don't
repeating
agree with
everything that she
everything
talk
she
about.
says.
What
That's
about
Y'all
what about
repeating
Red
her
Supreme?
words.
good.
What about Red
But
Supreme?
what
So
are her
That shit
words
is crazy.
though?
Then y'all
A
act like
lot
y'all
of the
got your
things
own
that we
mind and y'all
say,
don't.
a
Y'all
lot
don't
wait
of
a
think
the
minute.
on
What
things
are
y'all
that
you
we
own.
talking
said, we
about?
agree with
But
her
let me
shit
talk
too.
to him right
Hold on,
quick. Let
hold
me
Y'all
talk
on,
was
to him
hold
right
on,
quick.
hold
Wow.
on,
in
hold on.
total lockstep with this
He
You know what?
addressed
Go ahead,
me.
man.
He addressed me. He addressed me.
with
So
this
it's my
black
I have
neighborhood
to answer
bashing
it.
stuff. This is crazy.
Okay.
That's what I
So
had a problem with.
okay, so you have a problem. All right, fine. Then why are you over here? See, that's
What
what
about
I'm
Red?
asking.
Well,
Why
let me
is
ask him a
it
question. What
Why
about
am I
Red
here?
Supreme?
I just simply pulled up. You asked me to pull up. I came up here.
What
How
about
you
Red
gonna ask
Supreme?
me
You got
why
a
am I
problem with
here?
what he's saying?
dude,
You said who?
you just said that
What about Red
I'm a
Supreme? Do you
Cynthia
got a
G
problem with what
fan.
Red Supreme is saying?
You said Red Supreme.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna run some names. You brought up Cynthia G. I'm gonna run some hardcore names down to you. You
No, no,
got a
no.
problem with Do you got a
I
problem with
know,
what
I know, I
Obsidian is
know a little
saying?
something. I know a little something about Red Supreme.
Do you got a
I'm gonna
problem
say,
with what
I'm gonna say
Obsidian
this.
is saying?
I don't even know Obsidian.
Did you have a problem with Kevin Samuels when he was alive?
Yeah, when he was alive, yes.
So you just say, oh, okay. So you have a problem with Angry Man?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is? BGS.
I've heard about the BGS, but I never got to sit in. I probably never got to sit around
So wait a minute.
and
So
talk about
so you're
it.
gonna tell me the only person you know about is Cynthia G?
You just asked me some names and then you stopped.
You don't know about the male counterparts?
But a lot of that
Obviously
stuff I
not.
don't even. What is
Obviously
it?
not.
Wow, he
No,
don't
I
even know anything, Rozzy.
don't.
He's talking about Cynthia G. He don't even know what's out here.
It's
Yeah.
only a it's only a handful of y'all that
A
actually
handful. This nigga
that
crazy, yo.
actually that
You hear
actually
this
get into
nigga?
the
He
algorithm.
said
I
a
mean, y'all got.
handful.
I understand y'all got a lot of people in y'all little circle, but it's only a handful of y'all
This
that show
nigga
up in
said
my
a
algorithm.
handful. This nigga tripping, man.
And yeah, I check out a
Fuck
couple
you talking
videos,
about?
and then I pull up on that shit and
Fuck you
burn
talking
they
about, man? A
motherfucking ass.
handful. The fuck
Yeah,
social
a
media you
handful of
on?
y'all. Nobody know the rest of y'all.
Fuck you talking about, you corny ass nigga? He said a handful.
Cynthia G is y'all
Obviously, you
star
know
leader,
us if you're
your
over here.
leader, your
Obviously,
leader,
you know if you're over here. So what? What?
your
What does
leader.
that mean? Are you on this panel to try to dominate and control? Like I'm confused. Why are you here?
He one of these sissy. He one of
Cause
these
y'all
sissy,
asked me to
man.
come up here. I was in the chat just chilling.
No. Why?
Y'all
And you
asked me to
okay?
come
And
up
you
here.
had nothing
How you
significant
gonna
to
ask me
say.
why am I
You did
here? What
not have
kind
to
of
come
goofy
to
No,
ass
what
shit is
you
why
that?
are you here as a
You
champ?
know what I'm saying? The way
He
you
is
think,
sissy.
you know
He
what I'm
sound
saying?
like a
It's all
You
sissy,
made me
bad.
Bim.
come to the channel.
He sound like a sissy, Bim.
Yeah, why are you
Nah,
on the
you
channel
a
period?
sissy.
Why are you
You
here?
know what I'm saying?
You
You're
He a
doing
sound
so
like
sissy,
You
a
the
Bim.
better
sissy.
female.
than you're
Nah,
doing so
you the
much
sissy.
better than all of
Yeah,
these
Sound like
other
a
yeah, but you're a
you're,
female.
sissy,
you're
Bim.
too
You
late.
the
You're too late
sissy.
in the community. Why are you here? Why?
You want these little
You,
girl? You want these little girly niggas with hurt
you
feelings,
get
right?
slapped up everywhere you go.
He still haven't told us what his problem
I don't go
Absolutely.
is.
nowhere,
Get to
bro.
the point.
You don't
I
come
don't go
outside.
anywhere.
Where you gonna
Ooh,
go? Where you
Jesus.
gonna go?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
you mean like in real life? I get smacked up everywhere I go? Is that what you're saying?
Man, we can set it up. What you talking about?
Oh
What you
no no
mean?
no 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 no. We ain't gonna get to that stupid shit.
Oh,
No, we're not gonna get to
he
that.
has to result to
Ah,
violence. He has to
Oh
result to
my
no,
violence
god.
we
because
could
he
no,
can't have
no, we could have
a
played some
intelligent
basketball. You know what I'm saying?
conversation.
Everything don't have to be a. See, that's what I'm saying. Your mind is always in the
Okay,
gutter, lady.
we might need
A
to cut
woman's
him some
mind is
slack
always in the
because
gutter. We talking about
he's
meeting up.
done gaining
You just assumed that we was gonna fight.
You,
So get
you
ahead,
We could
are
have
you
been
Rozzy.
playing
seriously don't think
basketball,
that's what you were
a game of
insinuating?
21.
We're all intelligent here. I don't know about you, but that's what you were insinuating.
You like arguing with women, don't you?
and stop letting death put a battery in your back.
Nah, nah,
No,
nah, nah,
no,
nah,
I'm
nah,
most
man.
definitely no. I,
Nah, he really a punk.
He been up here this whole time and we still haven't progressed past the little
women
kid.
Absolutely.
can't
Nah, cause
control.
What
he
is
want
it
to
that he
argue. He
wants?
want to
Oh,
argue, fight. He want a
Actually,
cat fight.
we've
they want to
progressed to
dox
his
you. They
level.
start talking about your
We've
kids
progressed to his
and dead people
level.
around you and
To
all
his
that shit.
level, we've
No, that's
progressed to
I
his
don't do too much
level.
talking to the women for real.
No, we
You
progressed to
just want
your
a cat
level.
fight. You want a cat fight back and forth to women, don't
Nah. But I
you?
will
Yes, you
scratch
do.
with
Stop
anybody
lying.
though. If you talking
Yes,
that goofy
stop
shit,
lying.
I will
You
scratch with you.
stop lying. You want to have a cat
Nah,
fight.
Yes, he does.
I don't do that with I don't
Yeah.
do
That's
that
his
with women
level.
though. Nah.
Again, like
Yes,
I
you do.
said,
You a
women
bitch
do
ass
that.
nigga that want to fucking cat fight with women. Stop playing.
All them dudes from Kansas.
Yeah. Nigga talking
Oh, you
about
think I'm a bitch?
Wichita,
Hold
Kansas.
up,
The fuck out
you
there.
think I'm a bitch ass nigga though?
Do I think you a bitch ass nigga?
If we
Absolutely.
gonna meet up with your bitch
Absolutely.
ass though. If we gonna meet
Absolutely.
up with
Huh?
your bitch ass.
Uh-oh.
With your
Is that
bitch
supposed
faggot
to make
ass.
me
If we
think?
gonna meet up
Wait a
with
minute.
you,
Hey yo,
bitch ass
Rob
nigga.
got
Wait a minute.
Rob,
Is
yo,
that
Rob,
supposed
Rob,
to?
minute.
If we gonna meet up with your
Come
bitch
on, man.
ass
Let's
somewhere,
have a regular
where
conversation,
can
man.
we
Come
find
on,
your
man.
bitch ass
Okay,
at?
wait,
Let's
wait,
not.
Bitch
Let's
wait.
ass
come on,
nigga.
man.
Is that
Come on,
supposed to
man.
make me think differently?
He's
Shit.
resorting to violence
Nigga,
because he
think what you
can't
wanna think,
Wait a
defend
bitch
minute.
ass
Wait a minute.
nigga.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Let me get this
Yeah,
straight.
bitch ass nigga.
Is
Yeah.
that supposed to
Yeah.
make me think differently of you?
Where
Because
we
it
gonna meet up
doesn't.
at, bitch ass nigga? Your scary ass. Yeah. Got to
I
talking that
don't know.
bullshit.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, 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 yeah. Pull
he
up.
pulling
Now
the
your bitch ass wanna start
elementary
talking
school
friendly and
talk.
peaceful and shit. Martin Luther King
He
ass
think
nigga.
this is
Pull
elementary
up
Yeah.
where? Pull up
school.
where?
This is
Whole
Pull
bunch
up
of
where?
bitch
elementary
ass
school.
niggas out here.
Pull up
Well,
where?
obviously in
Elementary.
Wichita,
Yeah.
Kansas.
Hey man,
We in
hey listen, check this
Clown.
out.
elementary.
Hey listen, I'll
Motherfucking
pull up.
circus
I don't want to
clown,
pay
nigga.
for it.
Fuck out of here, bitch ass nigga. No,
Hold
I'm
on,
fit to
hold on,
fund
hold
all the
on.
shit. Where we going?
I'll
Where we
pull
going,
up, but
nigga?
I'll pull up.
I'm going fund me and your trip, bitch ass nigga. Check that out,
I'll pull up, but
nigga.
I don't want to pay for it.
I'm gonna pay for it, bitch ass nigga. I just told you. Is you deaf, nigga?
Okay, okay, I'm down with it.
Bitch ass nigga, where we going?
I don't know. You taking me out? This is your date.
Set up a date for us, bitch.
I'm warning you. I'm expensive.
I want your bitch ass in some red shoes when
I'm
I see you, bitch.
expensive.
Pay for my ticket. I'll be a cheerleader.
I'm gonna need a hotel. I'm gonna need a hotel. I'm gonna need a first class, whatever you doing, ticket. I don't care. I need, I'm gonna need a hotel too.
Yeah, you must don't know
I'm
what
gonna need
happened to the
some. I'm gonna
last
need some.
motherfucker on video.
I'm
We
gonna need
live
some
it, nigga.
liquor.
Yeah,
I'm not cheap.
yeah, King
Hey
of
yo, man,
Kampala, nigga. I'm from the Mouth 3
come on, man.
sector,
All
nigga.
Uh,
this is
Yeah.
unnecessary, man. Come
Nah,
on,
this
man.
is necessary. This is what we
all right,
supposed
man. I
to
want to
do.
get some free. You talking about? Man, get some free liquor and shit,
Nah,
man. A free trip. What you talking about,
yeah,
man?
we buy
Yeah,
this bitch some
Roger.
drinks and everything. Yeah, bitch.
Come on, bro. Like, come on, man. Just had a conversation. Just tell us everything that you disagree with, man. That's it. Just had a convo, man.
Yeah, yeah, you bitch ass nigga. Go ahead, tell us,
This nigga scared of the motherfucker. This bitch ass.
bitch ass,
How you doing, Remy Norris?
Hey, Rozzy.
bitch ass nigga.
Yeah,
How you
yeah, yeah.
doing, man?
Where we go meet up at? Huh?
Anytime you want, bitch.
Baby girl, where we go meet up at?
Bitch ass nigga.
Come on,
Oh,
G. Come on.
are you talking about fighting me, a female?
Wait a minute.
I'm five
Wait a
foot
minute.
three.
You went from
I'm
fighting.
5'3". I'm 5'3", 140. You want to fight me, a female? Really? Wow.
Where we go meet up at, nigga? Nigga ain't no man. This nigga's a bitch. A baby girl, that nigga.
Oh, he's trying to talk to the Black Knight like he's a girl.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck you doing. Yeah, Roger.
I think he's really trying to date you.
I think so too.
Nah, nigga. I'm
Nah,
gonna have these
I
little
ain't gay,
kids. I'm
nigga.
gonna have the
You got
little
me
kids
fucked
right here
up.
surround you, nigga, and pop your ass up, nigga.
Yo, man, go fuck
Bring
with them
your big,
manosphere niggas. Them
your
niggas
little
is
bitch
gay.
ass out.
Go fuck with your sissy bim
Come
niggas. Them
on,
Right
niggas
man.
is
there,
All,
gay.
bitch
yo,
ass nigga.
bro.
King of Kampala,
Yeah,
bitch ass
Rosie.
nigga.
Come
Yeah,
on. Hey, yo,
yeah.
just leave it alone, man.
And didn't I say that there's an issue with the
What is we gonna leave
community?
alone?
And he went
Hey, yo,
against
if
it,
we
but
not
yet
gonna
he's
have no
sitting up here
conversation,
advocating violence.
like, who the fuck wanna keep hearing you bitch ass nigga? Like, dog, this people, this is live, bro. Nobody wanna hear that shit. Hey, come on, man. Like, we live right now.
Obviously y'all
Nobody wanna
did.
hear that.
Obviously y'all did. Y'all start talking that shit until I start talking
I
this shit.
didn't talk nothing. I'm trying to keep the peace.
Now,
No, I didn't
now
call you
don't
no
nobody
bitch.
like this
I
shit no
didn't call
more.
you no bitch, bro. I never called you no
Now
bitch.
don't nobody like this shit.
I never did, bro. What are you talking
You
about?
do this
Oh my
bullshit,
God. He
JoJo.
sounds like
What we
a
talking about?
angry black woman.
What we talking about?
He sounds like an
Weird ass
angry
niggas like
black
this
woman.
right here, cuz. Look at these niggas, man. Don't be no bitch nigga like that. Especially, you see that nigga right there? Don't be no bitch nigga like that, cuz.
The
Ever.
only bitch is you. You still sitting up here arguing with people who you
You
claim
see
ain't
that
on your
nigga?
level. So why are you here?
Pop that nigga real
Why?
quick.
You still not? Oh God,
Okay, can
yo.
Don't
you
hold
name
niggas
all?
like this.
Okay, can you name all the things that you disagree with, man? Like name all of the things that you disagree with, man.
When he look in the mirror, that's when he can be thorough.
Come on, man.
When I look in the mirror, you serious?
Hey yo, bro. Hey yo, bro. Just.
Y'all just
Okay.
don't. I mean, I can't even tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I guess it's better to just to
Oh,
show you who I am.
we know you can. We
So
know
the next
we
time you
already
know,
know you
like,
can't
yeah,
tell us. Trust
yeah,
me, we know you
he
can't
one of
tell us.
them. Yeah,
We
you know
know
what I'm saying? He
you
one of
cannot
them.
Yo,
tell us, bro. We know. We
He one of
already
them.
know that.
One of those niggas, man. Nah. Nah, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'll just, you know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing. It's all good. We got friends. We chilling. We good. We black. It's all black love. All that.
Hey yo, let's keep it all the way a buck.
Really straight.
If this shit would have got out of hand in person, like y'all two niggas would have got out of hand, man. Like we got, you know what I mean? Like we gotta set a better example out here, man. If we gonna talk about this black community shit, we can't get out of control, man.
No, but you can't be a no. You got to be a real nigga though. You can't be no cell
Nah,
warrior.
but
You know
nah, it
what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
have got out of hand,
Hide
Roger,
behind
because
hide
in
behind the
real life
screen
he
like a
wouldn't have
little
been
bitch
talking to nobody
and
like
just
that.
say some
No, he
some
wouldn't have.
bullshit
He would have
to a
been
real
real
nigga. Like,
quiet.
Exactly. He'd have
Those
been
are the type
quiet.
of dudes that don't say nothing. They say
you know what I'm
something,
saying?
but
And
they
matter of
got
fact,
something. So that's not
you
true.
most definitely need to hold
I
up.
don't
You most
believe
definitely,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you most definitely have to be touched. You have to be. JoJo, you got to get this nigga cuz on
Okay,
everything. I'm
now
not
he.
that.
Oh wow, I've been touched now.
You got to find this nigga and burn him down.
No, we
That's
all
some.
think
That's
that
some.
you
That's some.
special,
No, that's
bruh.
some shit I
We
don't
think
do.
you
That's some
special.
shit I
We
don't
think
do.
you special. You the one
Nah,
that's
Okay.
special.
Okay.
nah, that's some shit I
He's
don't do.
special.
All right.
King of
So
Kampala,
you
baby.
think, okay, do you believe in, all right, that when a community going in the wrong direction, that you should correct them, point out where they're going wrong at, Kapala? Hello?
You shouldn't be. I mean, you shouldn't do this out of public. No. Like
Okay, but
what
if you're
for?
trying to reach,
You got to.
but
You got to be
if the
behind the
group you're
scenes
trying to
and
reach
let
has
people
nothing
know X, Y, and Z.
but if the only way you can reach these people is on this platform, because that's where they be at.
I got to get off, y'all.
Uh huh.
Okay,
All right, man.
okay, man. How else are you going to communicate with them and tell them you're going in the wrong direction?
I mean, they got Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Private message. You know, all
This
that.
is the only place they come to.
You know, the back chat of the. You know what I'm saying? Of the panel. All that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a couple places we could communicate. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
But
Behind the
this is the
scenes.
reality, though.
Okay,
This is the
okay. As
reality.
I was
So when
saying, you
you,
still too new to these YouTube streets. You don't know how the people we are talking about and to maneuver
no, I'm
and
not
stuff.
new. I'm not new. No, I'm not new to
How
YouTube.
long you been? How long you been watching YouTube on this sector of YouTube?
I've been watching all black YouTube since 2019.
2019, and yet you don't know about Angry Man. You don't know about BGS, Obsidian. Um, well, you knew about Kevin Samuels, Red Pill Supreme, but and you know about Cynthia T. That's about it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a lot. Like I said, it's a lot of everybody in everybody's sector, but it's always only 3 or 4 people that's,
Okay,
you know what I'm saying,
would you believe that
that
Cynthia
really got
G
their,
used
you
to
know what I'm
be
saying, they got stuff rocking. But
okay? Would you believe that Cynthia G used to be all for black men, saying they can do anything, they just got to do it and step up? I believe that they could do anything. They just need
Can,
to concentrate their focus
can we
on.
not talk about her, man?
yeah,
Okay, yeah, we can say
That's
she
rude.
was
She
actually
she
one of
was
the,
finished. That was
yeah,
not
she was
cool.
actually
Let her
one of the
finish what
people
she was
that I
saying.
originally followed on YouTube. When she was black, but then she went and got the, the skin cream and the and glued that wig on and started hanging out with the white people. I don't know what happened after that, but you know what I'm saying? She was cool at first. I don't know what happened. I don't know who broke
So
her
you've been
heart. You
on
know what
longer
I'm
than
saying?
what you so you have been on longer than what you said, what you admitted. So you're not telling the truth again.
Exactly. Cause at 2019,
She was still on that.
you know what I mean. She was talking about black men. You know what I mean.
So you're not telling
2019.
the truth. But we already he's already been exposed for not telling the truth. So that's not.
What the hell, man?
okay.
Here we go with this
All right,
crap with these people,
and
man. Like, what
okay,
the fuck?
you see,
Come
you're
on.
listening to women.
You know what I'm saying?
Um,
Y'all want to ask me some questions and then try to cut mellow. You know what I'm saying? On my toes and shit. Like, get the
Why
fuck
don't
out of
you
here
Hey,
have
with that
some
fuck it, man.
weird
integrity?
I
ass
don't even
shit.
want to have.
Have
I
some
don't even want to talk to
integrity. Do
this
you know
nigga,
what
man.
that means?
Yeah,
This
get the
this
fuck
stupid.
on in, nigga.
You get the fuck on, man.
The fuck on in, nigga.
Oh
Nigga,
God, here
you
he
know
go
where to
with
catch
that
Okay,
me
high
at.
okay.
school,
Wait a minute. Before we get too
elementary,
much further, okay, I should have
schoolhouse
told you
talk.
when you came up the rules.
All right, chill with
He,
that shit.
Nah, you fucking with a warrior from the front line though, nigga. I ain't no motherfucking just know anybody you can just talk to, nigga.
I'm
Nah.
not trying to talk
The
to
shit
you
got
any
to
old
happen
type
to a
of way
motherfucker
though.
that talk weird to me, nigga. I don't do that punk shit. I don't do it.
okay,
What are you
listen.
talking about? You're not
Oh my
He,
having no type of
God, you guys
conversation.
all sound the
okay,
same.
okay. Hold on a
You
second,
dudes
everybody.
from Kansas. Oh my God, you
Okay,
sound like females.
I,
Rosie. Hold on a
you said
second.
you said I sound like the dudes from Kansas.
You sound like a
Hey,
female.
Kapal. Hold on a second.
Nah, no, ma'am. Nah, I don't
Okay,
do that.
Kapal, just hold on just a second. Reason why Roz is trying to stop you is because and correct you is because you're about to cut a line, and I didn't get a chance to tell you that up here this is a Black Woman's channel, and that you cannot call Black women the B word, H
I
word.
didn't do that. I didn't do that.
But he's afraid that the way you're going, that you're about to, and then we're gonna kick you out. Hmm.
Nah, I don't.
You know.
That's what I don't do. That's why I'm the king of Kampala. You feel me? Nah, I don't do that with the black women. Nah, most definitely not no black woman. Never
Okay.
have, and you will never find that on nobody's videos ever.
Hmm. Hmm.
Not even typing it in the chat. You'll never
Uh-huh.
see it with my name under it. Never.
Okay. All right. And no insinuations of the B word and stuff like that.
I
And
don't. I
be
don't.
careful
I
not
don't
to
do that.
get.
I don't, ma'am. I do not do that to the black women. I do not do that.
Okay. Even when she makes you mad.
And also not manipulate and try to control.
You heard me and her talk. Did I call her names like that?
No,
No,
no. But that's
I
what
didn't.
Roz is
I
concerned
didn't,
about.
and I didn't insinuate in no kind of way that she might be one that you know what I'm saying might be a fun girl. All that. I didn't do none of that.
As
I
long
don't
Okay.
as
do
he
that.
ain't saying B
I don't.
and the H word, we can have a conversation.
No, I don't do that to black women. No, that's my. You know what I'm saying? I'm the king of Kampala. And
Okay.
men don't do this in Uganda. If you, I mean, you see, that's what I'm saying. If you learn about men from where I'm from, then you would know. No, we don't do this to our black women.
You live in Uganda?
I got houses everywhere. I don't
Okay.
just sit in one place. But I got
All right.
houses everywhere. I don't just sit in one place. That's where I was born. But I've been living here mostly my whole life out here in America.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm back and forth from
You have
my
a so you
Mississippi
have
house.
a African heritage. That's your heritage. That's your background. You was raised in an African family.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You just there's nothing
So
wrong with it. You just don't. Just the way you talk it, it doesn't sound like it.
All the way I talk to the men.
Yeah, the way you were speaking, the way you just your rationale does not sound like it. But that's just my opinion. So
I'm not like that. But it's just you know what I'm saying. Tempers flare. You know what I'm saying. The people say so they try to get you. Nah, I wasn't gonna let them get me.
so you were raised in an African home with with the father and a mother and aunts and uncles that are all from Africa, from Uganda.
Yes, ma'am.
You have sisters and brothers,
I got plenty of sisters and brothers.
and they're all here.
Uh, some of them.
Do you have a big family here?
Yeah, you can say big family. Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's okay. This doesn't. You just don't sound like a typical African man, um, born here. I mean, are just just raised in a African family. It's just it. That's just from my opinion, and from what I've experienced. It's really odd. Just the way you talk, your rationale, what you're saying. It just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe it's probably because you live in Wichita, so that might be it. So, but okay.
Nah, that,
I have a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Okay, so is the issue lies with what I say, me, or is the issue lie basically is the issue is that I'm speaking about it publicly, or is the issue that what I say is a lie?
most definitely the issue is going to always be that we shouldn't do this publicly, whether it's true or not. That's not even something that's not even a factor really. But getting to the truth of everything, though, you know what I'm saying, is great. But why do we have to do that out in public? Nobody else does it. That's my biggest issue.
But how do you know that? You don't know what they do publicly.
I do.
So you're in their spaces to know that. Like exclusively in their spaces to know that they don't speak publicly about any of their issues.
All right. So why the white people that's in those places where you say they at, why they don't ever show up where we at?
Okay, white people speak
Because they
publicly
don't
about
want
their
to.
issues. White people speak publicly about their issues all the time. It's just
Exactly.
different. It's just different. Like their issues are a little bit different in some ways, in a lot of ways. You feel me? But they speak on their issues publicly all the time. It's
But they
just
see,
that our
but they
issues is
use
different in a lot of ways, man. Because our
yeah, but they
history is
use
different.
yeah, but
You
they
feel
use the
me?
words like you need help. Like, come on, man. Like, just say it. Like you smoke meth. They ain't gonna do that.
Because
So do
that's who
you?
they are. That's their
You know what I'm
culture.
saying?
That's their way of conveying messages. That is not who we are.
And the average black folk don't know what they talking about when they do that. So of course, you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, yeah, I just say some crazy shit about the people who stay next door to me or some people who live in my own house. You know
So
what I'm saying?
so I so I have a
So King
question for you.
Kapala, though, oh, go ahead.
Your family identifies with basically labeling you guys yourselves as Black Americans or Black people, not Africans.
No, we Uganda.
So okay, I'm just confused, a little confused because
No,
from
we
my
don't.
under
No, we don't. No, we don't use that word. No, we from Uganda. We no, we don't use that word. No, we most definitely Nubians. No, we don't do that.
no, I'm saying that the issues that we're talking about Black American issues, Black people's issues, and usually from my experience, and I lived on both coasts, people that are from Africa are from other countries. They don't particularly they don't always want to be bottled in African Americans or Black Americans issues. And so that's why I'm just kind of confused because you have a big family here, you're from a different country. I know you live in Wichita and it's kind of country there, but you're speaking so passionately about what Black women are saying about Black men or how their sentiments are however, and it's just really it's different to me. It's just really odd.
Oh, I
Uh,
know what you mean. Yeah, no. Uganda is basically like being in America for real. I mean, there's nothing no different there. I mean, English for a long time was the first language of Uganda, so you know what I'm saying. Having an accent that wouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying, nothing special to me or anybody in my family. I mean, it's certain people who do, you know what I'm saying, they have it and they can't get rid of they, you know what I'm saying, that Swahili accent
well, you telling
or
me something new.
the
I didn't know
Uganda
that about
accent.
Uganda.
And yeah, like just what last summer they just changed Swahili is the first language of Uganda now. But
So
still, every
Swahili, okay, and that's Swahili is basically the language that basically was used to do trades and stuff where everyone could basically learn it, right?
yeah.
Okay, so that I mean that makes sense. It's just I don't know. It just was a little. It's just it was just different. I didn't know, but I don't know too much about Uganda, so that's why I'm asking you these questions.
No, it's more like America. It's more of, but we can
The
just say
black people.
Uganda. Yeah, Uganda is the America of Africa.
Okay.
If I
All
could just
right.
say
Well,
it
I
like
didn't know
that.
that. Okay, so I'm just wondering. That's why I'm asking you why you are talking about this topic. And typically, I don't see people from Africa talking about these issues every now and again. But no. But yeah.
No,
Okay,
because a
that's
lot
all
of
I wanted to know.
yeah, because a lot of them is too trapped inside those religions, especially if
Okay.
they Christian or Islam. So they most definitely don't think. You know what I'm saying? They don't think nothing of
Black Americans.
the uprising and the uplifting of they kind and they people. That's because they already surrounded by millions of people from around the world, so they think a little differently, and they don't, you know what I'm saying, they don't think much of it to keep nothing that they, you know what I'm saying, that they had,
Okay. Well, I can respect that.
and they might end up giving away some of their stuff, like a lot of these people do. But no, not me. I don't think like that. I never have. I don't like white people. I don't mess with people from other races. I don't. I don't do the rainbow. You know what I'm saying? And I most definitely, you know what I'm saying. I just don't do the image thing, destroying of the image. I don't do that.
Okay, so check
Okay.
this out, right? Check this out. When it comes to the destroying of our image, right? I do believe that we go a hella hard on each other on these in these spaces. You feel what I'm saying? Like we hella mean spirited, and I speak out against that all the time, man. And I don't like it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm suspicious, about the people in this space. Not on this channel, but on Black YouTube, man. So I can understand why you said that, man. But let me just say this though. You talk about we should be in the back chats talking about this. Nah, man, that's not good enough. We gotta be out in the open talking about this. We just need some people who care about the community that's sitting back talking about this. That's
No,
what we need. We need people that's gonna put boots on the ground, really do something, really trying to make a change.
but that's
People
how
who
you
we
get. But that's how you get the boots on the ground. Is you move. You know what I'm saying, in the shadows for real. Cause being out in the
but
open,
but
it
see
ain't
but see here's the
working.
thing though.
You
Let me
invite too
just
many enemies
hold up
at our
though. No,
table already.
I just need to respond to that right there. You said we need to move in the shadows, right? Okay, so you are you telling me you don't believe in getting this important message out there to educate people here online
We
about
have to
what's
get
going
enough.
on?
We have to get enough people on code first to know. You know what I'm saying, to know how we can move. How we gonna move just by standing out on the podium, hoping that everybody gonna hear the message? They ain't gonna receive it like that.
But how do how do how
You
do
got to
people?
build. You got to build from the inside. You got to build a group first. Enough of us
But everybody don't know what the
to
code
where
is. Hold up,
enough
chill
of
though.
us to where everywhere they go, we gonna be there. They be like, damn.
Let me ask
Let's
you
see
this.
what they talking. Let's see what Rod's talking about, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm
But let
saying?
me
That's
ask
how
you
they gonna
this.
look at it.
But how are people supposed to know the code if we're not being out in the open about what the code is? We got to tell people what the code is, right?
But what we trying ain't been tried before. We have to do it. You have to do it a certain way. You can't do it like that. What you talking about?
I mean, can't we walk and chew bubble gum at the same time?
Some things just ain't for everybody, Roz. You know this.
I mean, listen, I'm not trying to get everybody on board, man. I'm just saying, like, we need to get the message out. You know what I mean? And we need to put boots on the ground at the same time.
How are we going to reach a whole bunch of people if we aren't doing it online? And then if you're talking about being on code, I think being on code is basically subscribing to a certain amount of principles. And I don't think that's hard to do. However, we do have to put that message out there. And there is going to be discord. But you gotta be strategically, but we are in the information age. And I'm all the way on a whole different coast, you in the Midwest. We have to do it out here in the open. And how we gonna and then to do it. And I'll say, if you get a group of people, then you guys can go down in the shadows once you get a group of people. But you got to get the message out there so everybody can get it, because that's the only way. That's how it works.
I mean, all right, check this out. We all go communicate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Roz, he was just hanging out over, you know what I'm saying, place where I hang out at all the time. You know what I'm saying, over Q. So you know what I'm saying, we can easily get some, you know what I'm saying, some connections rocking, get some stuff rolling. I know what y'all trying to. I know what y'all saying. I understand what y'all saying, and you know what I'm saying. We need to do what y'all saying, but also we got to move a certain way first before we can do all that though.
Okay,
You know
so
what I'm
when
saying?
you say move a certain way, like what is that? Move in what way?
Like we got to move like to where they can't do us like they did Marcus Garvey. You know what I'm saying? We can't have those no sneak surprise from no inside jobs done on us. You know what I'm saying? From no
But
Wilson
Listen, man.
Gilbert ass person.
what if some black people are talking about economics, and the other people are talking about relationships between black women and men, and other people are talking about kids, and other people are talking about school. Yeah, the message, and if we're talking about it, either we're talking about how it's great, how we need to improve it, fix it and improve it. And then like, I might not want to be in your group. I might not want to be for what you're going through. Maybe the part that I'm interested in is working with children or education. So, and when you're talking about it, you have to address the issues that we're having, so we can all know, okay, this person understands that this is the issue. I want to rock with this person. So, no, the message isn't always going to sound good, because when you're talking about things that are broken, you have to talk about what's broken, and then you want to get some type of information about how it's going to get fixed. So absolutely, you have to, the messages are going to be out there. I think that you have the problem with what is being said, but what is being said helps you identify who you need to talk to and who has the problem. Because you don't know, I'm on the Pacific Northwest. You don't know what's going on up here. And so I can be talking about something and sharing some information with you that you don't know about. And it might not be the best information, and it might not sound the best, but it's valid, because that's how it is. That's where it is where I am. So I think that that's what I have an issue with men. And you said you haven't been in the manosphere. They hear certain talking points and they get offended about it because it does not sound the best. However, they are valid issues. So, no, it's not going to always, nobody likes to be corrected. Nobody likes to be critiqued. Yes, you might can be mature about it, and then, and deal with it, but it doesn't feel good when somebody said you failed in this area, or you need to improve, or, oh, not quite, or this is not working, or you, that was just completely messed up. No, it does not feel good. However, it does though. However, if we're going to evolve, you have to address those issues. It has to be said.
But when you use the words in certain ways, it makes people not want to be around you.
Yeah, I
We know that.
understand that, but majority of the time, what response, what do people have when people are talking to you in a calm, demure type of language? You can listen, but black people, we have to stop with this. You know, we can't speak and curse or have strong feelings because we are a passionate people. We don't got to be mean and call each other bees and hoes and stuff, but we're always going to speak like passion. A black woman is always going to have some rhythm, some type of rhythm tone and our strong passion in her voice because that's we are that people. And so when people say, "Oh, well, I don't want to hear it," or she's talking mean or she's talking like that, well, you listen, that's a deflection because what who got because when you were young, who got your attention? Your father talked to you strong, your mother talked to you strong. So we got to stop with that because I feel that's a deflection more so than your feelings being hurt and men's feelings being hurt and women's feelings being hurt. But you can talk strong, but you don't got to be insulting and you don't got to be disrespectful. But let's admit, sometimes people aren't ready to hear the truth and it sounds disrespectful. And also, I just would like to say that we have to stop talking in circles and getting upset when someone doesn't say something that we don't like on both sides. It's not just on the men's side, but it does as a woman when I see a man because we want men to be because you guys have been portrayed to be these people that are just I don't even know how to say it, but just non-emotional, and that's the portrayal. That's what they push on men, which is not true. When we see men exemplifying the same type of behavior that women do in chats online, the arguing, the calling names, the going back and forth, the not listening, the not having, taking, being able to take positive criticism, and then the unaccountability, that really is triggering because majority of the men in the United States, black men, they are not the head of their households. So for men to say, we want you guys to do this, we want you guys to do that, and this should, it's like a slap in our face. It's a slap in our face because we don't get to make the decision to not be there for our children. We don't get to you basically have a group of men telling you that we're the head of the household, we're supposed to be doing this, but you guys are not you're not walking in that part. And when you don't walk in that part, you blame women. And that's like me blaming my child if the lights go off. I'm like, yo, you're why are you kids turning off? I mean, keeping all the lights all on. That's the reason why the lights are off. And I'm almost done. But I can't blame my child if I am supposed to be their protector, their provider. Um, I can't do that. And I'm not saying that women are children, but don't step in a role that you can't qualify for. You don't qualify, and I don't think that a lot of men are ready to hear how they do not qualify to be in that role.
I can dig that. But I still we gonna be in communication. We all gonna be communicating because it seemed like we all, what I'm saying. It seemed like y'all want the same thing y'all want. That's what it sounds like. You know what I'm saying? If I'm assuming correctly, but we gonna be in communication with each other.
Well, when you come up with some suggestions or strategies of how it can be done better, then you need to speak up and say something.
But we don't want nobody to fool our plans, though, do we?
I'm talking about when you're saying that you're saying that things need to be done in the shadows. When you come up with some ways that the message can get spread everywhere, since we're on social media, and then we can conduct ourselves a certain way after that, that's when you need to speak up and say something because because on social media, that's how, that is the way that we are getting our message out. We There's no other way. We whether it's even if it's YouTube, I mean, even if it's IG, if it's Facebook, even email can be social media too. You can do group chats. So this is the way that we're going to get the message across. There's no stopping that. The issue is, if you have some suggestions on how, people, it could be done better, that's what you should, come to the platform with. And I'm talking about us all getting together and then discussing whatever it is that you feel that we need to discuss to create some solutions.
Already, yeah. I'm gonna put some together. Don't worry about it. I got it.
That's good. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna make it happen.
Well, that's good to know.
And Raj should know he was hanging out with us yesterday, so
Yeah,
he should know.
I was with you. I was with you, man. On Cuba Alive right now. Actually, I just got the notification, man. Yeah, I was just thinking about some shit, man, and this space, man, it just it gets tiresome, bro. I had earlier I had broke down a little bit. This was like in the morning time. You know what I'm saying? Like the condition of black people, it gets me emotional a lot of times, man. You know what I'm saying? It does get me emotional. And yeah, so it does it does make me it does break me down, man. It's crazy, bro.
Already.
What
Yeah, and I
about
didn't.
the black community breaks you down? I'm interested. I'm like a couple things.
Oh, okay. Well, the treatment, well, how how black men treat black women is heartbreaking, right? The lack of loyalty black men have for the black community, that's what makes me extremely mad. Um,
Can we go more into the loyalty part?
right,
Can you be more specific? Because I have opinions about that too. I was just on a panel talking about that too.
right. So black men don't seem to want to do what's in the best interest of the community. Like they don't want to, like they want to date out and put these other groups of people over our people. They'll go against the community and for some money. You know, um, I'm trying to figure out some ways that they go against the community. Like they'll put out certain messages, some anti-black messages. You
Hmm.
know, due to the fact that they on white people's side. You feel we? I mean, we all saw it. You feel me?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need to go into detail about it.
I have some
Um,
ideas too. I mean, I have some um observations myself too. After you get done talking.
Somebody told me to take some breaks. Um, yeah, that's something that I might yeah, that's what something I might have to do is take some breaks, man, because I get very because you probably new to this channel. I don't think I ever saw you before. What's
Who,
your
me?
name? Yeah.
Oh, I've been here before. Like a couple months ago, I've been finishing school.
Yeah, so I mean I've been here for years, man. Max know about me. I came here when like Max like first had it like first came about. This was like 2000, I don't know, 18, 2019, I don't know.
Oh,
But
I ain't been here that long.
yeah. So I've been here for a minute, man. So yeah, I mean this, these issues, it really get to me, man. Like I come from a broken community. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like I love black people, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you
Yeah.
know, like I grew up. I didn't grow up. Listen, man. Like I didn't grow up with this. manosphere mindset, right? My mindset was, okay, y'all are black, I'm a black man, we on the same side. That's my mindset. Like, there is no separation between no black man and no black woman. Like, I don't look at y'all with animosity or no goddamn like,
Vitriol.
yeah, bitch, like, okay, like I don't look at y'all like that. Now I've seen some black women do some things in my lifetime that are like crazy, but I never hold that against y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Like I've
Right.
never hold that against y'all. Like let me tell you how I treat y'all. I treat y'all by case basis, right? So
Right.
I give y'all the benefit of individuality. I give y'all the benefit of individuality. So one black woman, let's say if one black woman does something crazy, I don't consider that, a representative of all black women. You feel what I'm saying? Like I
But then
never
you have emotional intelligence because
ex-
I
ex-
think that we don't. Most of us don't. Most of the black people
exactly
don't. And that's one
right.
of the biggest issues is that we don't have emotional intelligence. I personally believe that majority of the men in the manosphere and the women and the women on these male bashing channels are specifically talking about an individual that they got hurt from, that did them wrong, and they are not separating it from other people, and that is because of the lack of emotional intelligence. I
Right.
and I also, just to stick on the subject I was talking to you about, I was one of the things that I really dislike hearing is black men, and it's not just the manosphere, it's in a whole lot of different sectors where they talk about the support that they basically put on this front as if black men support all of these different types of businesses and ideas and stuff for each other, and I don't believe that is true because black women support majority of anything that a black man does, regardless if it whatever it is. We're more supportive of black men than black men are supportive of each other, and it can be a good cause. It could be, and the only thing that I've seen that their support of is bashing black women, and when you're in there, there's no solutions. It's just a whole bunch of talk. But let somebody ask.
Let me just say this.
Yeah.
There is solutions, but their solutions ain't gonna work. You feel like it's not gonna do like they'll say like okay, so they'll give solutions, but they don't want to
Follow through.
yeah, like they don't want to follow through with it. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like even then, when they be like, because they was joking about, like maybe it was last year that all the manosphere people where dudes were supposed to come together and not everybody showed up. It's like you guys don't even show up for your own shit. You
Oh
guys don't
yes, I
show up
remember
for
that. I
each
remember
other.
that.
And then so that's just with that, and I'm just talking about just in general the behavior, and when it's positive, like Q Butter, majority women support him, and I know black men do, but women support black men and black women in our community, and I don't, and I'm just like, why don't black men support each other the way that we support them, or the way that they claim that they do? It's like when someone builds an organization, they don't, it's like all the credit is given to the man, but they do not acknowledge the fact that if it wasn't for a woman filing the paperwork, investing, all this stuff. And I'm not saying, of course, everybody, that's not how the case, but majority of it, black women are behind that. We are behind that, supporting, and a lot of men say we don't, and that's not the truth. But my question is, why don't black men support each other the way that they claim that they do?
Okay, so from what I think, right? Because I'm only gonna go for what I think. I'm not gonna say it's a fact. I think black men don't see the value in black men. That's what I think it is. There's
I
no
agree.
value,
I
right?
agree. but they want us to see value in them. That's the problem. That's just like a woman saying, "Oh, he abused me." But if a certain type of woman will allow that to happen for a certain amount of time, and
Right.
that goes back to how you value yourself, and you got to take accountability there. So if you don't value yourself, if I'm with a man who does not value himself, what makes me want to value him?
That's
and
true.
and,
That's
and
true.
I
That's true.
really believe that. I believe, and what you said is so true.
Right.
And so what do you do with what can a woman do with that? With their lack of not valuing each themselves. What can a woman do with that? Like, what do we got to do? There's nothing that we can do. I don't think that it's a woman issue. I think it's a man issue that needs to be addressed and fixed by men.
Right. 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 I totally agree. So yes, yes, you're absolutely right, and we do need to fix it. There's really nothing. Well, I'm not saying y'all can't do absolutely nothing at all because y'all are mothers, right? So, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, so, I, so I can't. Okay, so when it comes to what y'all can do, I don't. It, y'all can. I don't know, right? I don't know.
I think we've done our part. The support. Just think about it. I'm just be completely honest with you. Say you want to start a nonprofit business.
Right,
Um let's just say a I don't know, a gym or a fitness club.
right.
Do you believe who's going to be your biggest supporter, honestly?
A fitness for a fitness club,
A fitness club. Just I'm talking about the believing in you, the finding a good location, sending you leads, investing, spreading the word, filling out the application. I mean, oh, I know somebody that you can get this with, or just walking with you hand in hand with the support, because everybody needs support when starting a business. I don't care what anybody says, you need support, some sort of
right?
support. Who is going to do that? Is it going to be your a man? Any whether it's your brother, cousin,
I think
uncle?
you'll have men who will,
I'm not saying that there's not. I'm saying majority of the time when black men want to start anything,
right?
any type of organization, there are majority of the people that are going to support them will always be
I
women.
agree with that. I agree with. I agree with that.
And that's what
I
I'm
agree with
saying.
that.
And yeah, and so I'm saying that
And at the same time, I'm not going to make it seem like men will it. You won't have a lot of men who don't support.
oh
I'm
no,
not.
but I'm just saying majority.
Right,
Majority
right,
of
right,
the time it will be women that are going to support and back. And that's how it's always been. So that I don't feel that women should have to do any more. What you said is really significant. The fact that black men, that number isn't reversed, because when a woman starts a business, majority of the people that are going to support a black woman are black women. So you see the difference. It's like we support majority of the black men's things that they want to do, projects, businesses, and we support each other. Why don't you all support yourselves more? Why isn't that reversed? That's the
right,
problem. And you said it's because they don't see any value in other black men, but expect us to see value in black men. And I feel like that's what our issue is. We have done enough. We can't do nothing with that no more, because it's becoming a disservice to ourselves.
right, right, right. Yeah, man. It gets in. It gets. Yeah, it's a bit. It's crazy, man. I remember I said something years ago, and I remember I said something years ago. I said that you know if you look at black men in their lives, right, the main ones. Okay, so you have so many of these black men that bash black women, right? And
Right.
and they'll take up for black men. And I said to myself, like, listen, it's crazy how y'all bash black women so much, right? But I
Hmm.
guarantee you, if you look at their lives, the main ones who supported them the most,
We're black women.
exactly, like the black woman supported them more than the black man supported them. So
Absolutely.
like like
Yeah,
like
and
like,
that's the
like
thing.
that's
Yep.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's
Like
what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I am talking about. That is it. That's it. And then on top
now
of
let me
that,
say this. No,
mhm,
I'm not saying that. Now I'm not saying that they didn't have any black men, black women who didn't, that had their, I'm not saying that they didn't have any bad experiences with the so many black women, but if you look at their life and the people that supported them
we're
were
black
mainly
women.
black women, right? So
Yeah, I'm dealing with the majority case scenario. I know
right,
there's always exceptions, but but it's fair to say that when we are saying these things, we're talking about the majority because majority is always the norm. And so, that's why it's really, crazy. I'm not going to say crazy, but it's stuff get thrown off and people like to agree, well, statistically, da 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 da. But you know what you see in your community. You
right,
know what you know. You
right. What happened? You there?
Uh-oh. I'll signal.
The white man holding you back? What's up?
Well, um,
Yeah, I wanted to say I came up here with a little fire, but I'm really a comedian. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know
mhm.
me. You know what I'm saying? They know I say about no goopy stuff, but I do be serious about some of the stuff said. You know what I'm saying? Just cause. You know what I'm saying? And I did want to ask y'all: are any of y'all familiar with Dr. Naeem Akbar?
You know that name sounds real
know
familiar.
Yeah,
sound
that sounds
familiar, but I
familiar.
don't know who that is. Does sound
Yes, you
It
know
familiar
what?
sounds
Yes,
though.
I
familiar. I
do.
think.
Yes, I do. I do know him. I've heard him speak before. Naeem, yeah. What about him though?
That's who. If y'all get a hold that grabs some of what he talk about, I think that'll make a lot of our conversations way so tight that we probably wouldn't even have to use words to even, what I'm saying, get around and talk about. I think we be speaking in emojis down here.
You think what he's saying will make our conversations more effective?
It'll tighten it all the way up, most definitely, yeah.
Well, I don't. I've heard of him, but don't know who that is. So I'll have to check him out.
Yeah, he's a psychologist at Florida State University. I think he still works there.
Yeah, and
I know
I
he
like also her last name is she damn just I just lost her name. I'll get it in a moment.
So you think he helped us communicate, or help us with traumas and underlying issues that we're not facing or dealing with as a community?
Yeah, all that. I mean, he's a psychologist. I mean, he most definitely, you know what I'm saying, he talks about the psychology of everything and you know what I'm saying, it's all complete and you know what I'm saying, and it's about us and it's for us also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very yeah. That that's where we need to be at right there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because me personally, I wouldn't feel good knowing that I didn't tell somebody about the man. So I learned about Dr. Naeem Akbar through Tupac. One of his raps, he said his name. I looked it up, and the first thing that I found as a kid was uh, 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 some annual black man think tank, and Tupac opened that black man think tank, and Dr. Naeem Akbar he provided most of the juice for the show, and it was a good show too, because Tupac he you know what I'm saying, he was taking pride in the use of the word nigga, and I thought that was a good show he had.
Well, I definitely think psychologists that are, for Black people are definitely effective because, again, I feel that a lot of our issues come because of our, not having emotional intelligence and being able to, express ourselves and, communicate effectively. And even just even the way that we are, there's a lot of division and separation, and then just even address the issues of gender roles and stuff, and all of that is psychology. And so it's about the way that we think. That's
Yeah.
definitely, I definitely believe people that are psychologists and who have actually studied the craft, because they have, we can sit up here and say we need to do this, we need to do that, but there are professionals that have actually studied the craft and have techniques and things that we do not know about, that we do, we can read stuff up, but they've put time. When you put time and energy into a particular subject, you develop just information and tactics and knowledge that other people do not have. So we definitely need some form of um, psychological direction in our Black community.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yep.
So to the so have you ever heard of Dr. Amos Wilson?
Yes, I've heard of
Yeah.
Dr. Amos Wilson, and then it was, I was trying to think of her name, was Joy DeGury. She's really good too. She talks about the post traumatic slave disorder.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's really good too. And I have heard of Amos Wilson, but I'll admit I have not um, like went into like learning his whole philosophy and stuff like that. So just in passing, I haven't studied up on him, so I don't know but too much.
You should listen to some lectures of him, man.
I
Yeah,
will.
yeah, he's great. He's great. So, as I was going to say, yes, man, this black community situation, it's like, as a black man, sometimes I contemplate giving up because, I want to get into this community and try to get try to contribute to it and try to, get my positive energy into the community, and try to do something, right? But it's just really hard, man. And I try to keep a positive outlook, but it's you know,
No, you
I
can't
think
give
that
up.
I think everybody needs to find out, get in where they fit in,
yes,
and whatever that one thing is that you know how to do, or that two things that you are really good at, that you feel that you can be the most effective in, or you'll have the most influence in. That's what you can do, because it's not going to be no whole movement. I believe it's going to be bits and pieces collectively working, just like, just learning a craft. You gotta go through stages. But if one thing, everything is happening, like, if you got a plan, if you keep doing these certain, if you do these certain steps, this is going to happen. But there's steps, and there's, different levels, but you just got to continue to do your thing, and eventually, it'll all come together. But I definitely don't think it's going to be a mass movement. I think that can stress you out. That can make you get discouraged, and just, work, stay in your lane, and that's basically what that's my That is my suggestion for anyone that
That's
wants
real
to be
shit. That's
effective.
real talk.
Is just stay in your lane.
Right.
Do
Yeah.
what you can do.
Yeah.
Because you got your own life too. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. That's just real. Yeah. But I'm not gonna give up though, because I just get a little discouraged a little bit, but you know, I'm not gonna give up though, man. Like, you know,
What are some of
um,
the things that you do that you would like to do or that you want to do or that
right.
you'll
That's a good question. I don't know. I
well
don't
what
even
do you
know.
feel more passionate about? Like you're with Q over there, he has a school. Do you want to work with kids, with their parents? Like where do you what do you gravitate to more?
Um, that's a good question. I mean, it would be good to work with kids. That would be good. I have worked with kids before, not for the commute. Well, I have worked with kids when I was a kid. I worked with younger kids than me when I was a teenager at a summer school, right?
Right.
So it
Right.
was great working with little kids. So
Yeah.
working with little kids, in this day and age, that would be great. So, but I don't really know what I want to do. I just know I want to make a difference, or try to do something in the community. That's what I do know. I don't know the specifics what I
Well,
want
I
to
know
do.
that Q and them are always asking for people to volunteer. So and then on top of it, like, cause I don't know what I want to do, but
Right,
doing
right,
something can help you develop your niche.
right,
You know, so maybe you might not want to work with kids, but start, I don't know, writing some things up for some papers up for them to read or something, or even working with men, writing information up, or just I don't know, starting a podcast once a week, saying something, talking about a particular issue, whatever it is that you want to do. But I think that all those things lead to what your purpose is or where you're trying to go. Eventually, that's what I think.
yeah, man, yeah. Yo, man, this conversation has been really very great. Um, but I'm gonna hit the road, man. I hope how you going? I hope you like come back, man. Hope this ain't gonna be like the last time. Cause a lot of people come through and they don't never come back again. You won't come back again? You
You talking
just
to
said
him?
no. I'm
Oh,
talking.
oh,
No,
you
I'm talking to
talking
you.
to
I'm
me?
talking to you.
Oh yeah, I
Uh,
will. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I do. I have people that go to Q school too, so I be in the chat, but I don't always say anything. Because I've been busy, but definitely I will come back and talk about
Okay.
share.
Yeah, cause I never saw you before around here, so every time I come back to Matt's channel, it's always
Somebody
somebody
new.
new. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, where'd she come from? Where did she come from? I never saw her. Yeah,
Right.
man. So it was nice talking.
Nice
I'm
talking
gonna
to
try
you.
to go. Yeah, cause Q better live, so I'm gonna try to go see what he about. You know what
All
I
right.
mean? You're
Well,
talking about.
what's up? That's what's up.
All right, King Power. King Kapala, whatever your name.
All right,
King
Roz.
Pala. All right, Remy Norris. Chuck Norris. All right, sweetheart. Dame Frankie, what's up?
Not much. Okay,
Me and you ain't talking a long time, man. How you been doing?
I've been doing good. I've been doing good. Yeah, yeah.
All right, man. Shout
Mhm.
out to Max, man. If you listening, man. That's my
Uh,
boy, man.
oh yeah.
That's my old head, man. That's my Jersey brother right there. That's my Jersey man, huh?
Mm-hmm.
My old head, man. He be getting on my nerves sometimes, but that's my boy though. He be
Well,
going hard on the young bucks, man. He
yeah.
be going hard, man. I tell you, man. All right, man. I'm out, man. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
All right, all right, bro.
Well, that's the way Max believe. You believe in old school. You don't soft soap it for men to men, because they gotta be strong and harder, and because they gotta deal with a lot. Hmm. So no, men do not soften up things for men.
That's good. I think
So
that messages from men to men are received better than when they come from women. That's what I personally think.
Oh no.
Okay. Why do you say not? Because Remy was talking. She was resolute about everything that she said, and because I just I just don't like when they say black women are angry. Like, no, we're resolute, and it means that we're direct, and when we are that way, it's not received. It's oh, you're saying something negative, or you're calling names, or and I don't think so. I honestly don't. So I personally believe that when men say the same thing that women say to men, they receive it better. Now, whether or not they decide to change, I don't know. But
I think it's about the way the stuff is said, not so much as what is being said. I think it's the way you do it.
well, I mean, I don't think that's what she was saying when she was saying you guys don't want to take care of your kids. That that's the truth. Your
Yeah.
behavior shows that the behavior of the majority of the black men, because again, we're talking about majority of what we see since they're single parent household, the majority of your action shows that you all do not care about the welfare of your children. That is a fact because your actions show that. So how can she say that any different? She's being resolute. Your actions show that you all do not care about your children. I can't say it any other way. And I mean, so that's what I'm saying is like I feel like the message will come better for men who respect other men or who have some sense of just some standard or have some principle to them. They can receive it better. But how else could she say it any different? That it did not, that it doesn't sound like she's throwing a man under the bus, or that she's lying, or that she's because I feel like a lot of men want to gaslight us and expect us to talk about something that we don't, or say something completely different from what we see. I can't sit up here and co-sign me as a human being to say what I'm seeing is I'm looking at something with my two eyes and it's not that. I'm just not going to do that. And I feel that a lot of black men want us to do that, want us to look at things and be like, oh, it's not that. Well, it is that. It is that. And I just don't know how else we can say it.
I mean, but the YouTube environment being like it is, I mean, when especially a black woman, when they come out, black man, this and this and this. I mean, they can just say it just one time, and instantly they got the ears of certain people, and they like, oh, here we go with this, and they
Well,
thinking
yeah.
that this person is just like the rest of them, so they go try to treat that person that's saying those things about the men like the rest of them, and then when they get to talking, they get to figure out like, ah, damn. But you know what I'm saying? It's too late. Some certain things already been said, and now we ain't even gonna be able to communicate with each other, and it just be like that. Like, why would you want why would you you know what I'm saying want it like that?
Could it be that? Could it also be that black women and that men, that when a woman talks to a man, because women raise their children, the first voice of authority that majority of men and women see comes from a woman. And so when you're a child, you look at your parent like they're God's green, like they're God, like, whatever. And so when you see them and you talk to, and you hear, and you hear, you're grown, you're raised by a woman, and as you get older, it's like that resonates in your mind, that basically you're not going to care about what another person says to you if you don't value their opinion, if you don't care about them, if they don't have a immediate connection to you where basically you value their opinion. So if that's the case, when a woman tells you, hey, you're falling short on this, or this is not right, or she's upset in it because of what she's seeing, which being upset and being angry are valid emotions that everybody has. A woman cannot not have them. We get angry just like anybody does. So when you hear that, it triggers you because it's like somebody that you value, someone that you want to please, that you edify, saying something negative to you, and it doesn't feel good. Could it be that? And if it is that, why isn't there no change?
I mean, people don't change because they obviously stuck in their ways.
Well, then that means that you don't care about what I say, or that it's that whatever I said is not important enough to you to want to change. Like you don't value my opinion and value my words. And so that's basically saying you might as well just slap me in my face. And if someone slaps you in your face, that's offensive.
No, no, I'm flexible. I mean, I know it's other people. I mean, when you hear them talk, you know who they is because they've been like this. You know what I'm saying, over a period of some odd years. You know what I'm saying. And some of these people you probably knew as a kid, and they still basically like the same. You know what I'm saying. You notice certain people when they talk, even if you just met them a 5 minute conversation, you can already pick that up on them. I can already pick that up on them. I know they ain't. It's certain things that they ain't change about themselves. So it wouldn't be no reason to even have that conversation with them. Like, hey, you should stop doing this, or you should try doing this instead of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't do that with them because it just won't work. They already settled,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Um.
that's why they repeat it over and over when they talk to you. They can't do nothing but talk about that same thing over and over again. So you already realize, like, okay, they can't come up off that. So here we go.
Right. So, but then you guys put a woman in a position of being a mother and being someone that you believe is has to of be tolerant of someone purposely ignoring what they're saying, or ignoring my request, or ignoring my correction, or ignoring my input. But then at the same time, you want to be treated like you are a responsible adult, that you are ahead of, that you guys are leading something, or that you guys have all the qualities that qualifies to be someone that we can depend on, or that can be a partner that we can be feel safe with and feel protected with. There's a whole lot of different there's so much into that, and that's why I believe that, I'm looking at the chat, that we all have issues with emotion, just emotional intelligence. And that has to do with the way we process our emotions, the way we communicate to each other. Being able to read nonverbal behavior. Behavior. Like all of that has to come into having emotional intelligence. And I think majority of the black people don't. And it doesn't matter your status, your economic status, because you have, women and men that, have issues with communicating too, and being able to process information. And so I think that's one of the biggest issues of that we have in the black community, and in amongst women, amongst men, is not having emotional intelligence. And then on top of that, there's no principles. There's no principles. There's no, like, when I was trying to talk to you about you being Ugandan, um, I believe that, yeah, you said that there's a lot of similarities to Americans, but you do have somewhat of a more of a cultural and traditions that are not typical of of black of black Americans, what I think. And this is just me based upon knowing Eritreans, knowing Nigerians, knowing Ghanaians, knowing um people from Kenyans, that there's cultural dynamics, and the social construct is not the same as it is in the black community. It's like we are like a melting pot of everything. And other than, and I'm not into the church, but other than the church, and that's got convoluted after a while, there's no structure that says this is what black Americans do, and this is our principles and stuff like that. So you got us not having emotional intelligence, and then not having traditions and a heritage that is brought down, that that has principles of and examples of this is how it is, this is how it's supposed to be. So those are some issues that we have, and until we start to fix it and address it, is nothing's going to change.
Yeah, you're right. And everything that we lack is based on one thing. I say it all the time: selfishness. Everything is me, me, me.
But
Mine,
is it
mine,
like
mine.
that in your culture? Do you all value, for instance, marriage? Do you value, are there certain ways that women in your family choose to conduct themselves? There are the is there a is the gender roles foggy? Like, do you have, when you compare your household and how you were raised to your friends that you went to school with, do you see more structure from your heritage as opposed to black Americans?
Yeah, I do.
That's a big issue. That's a
Yeah,
really big issue.
yeah, I do. I mean, but I mean, yeah, I do. But it's the culture thing, and it just make it seem different, but it's really the same. Like over there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Do you all
because
value marriage?
yeah,
Do you,
you know what I'm saying. And being from over there, you know what I'm saying, it make it all different because of how it's done. Like over there, you know
explain?
what I'm saying? Because you can have more than one wife. You can have 200 wives over there.
Okay. But do you value marriage? Do you guys see that marriage is important in your community because it it like guarantees generational wealth, or heritage, or you guys value value your legacy, your name, and like that's important.
Oh yeah, most certainly they do. Yeah, and in fact, population is up 500% in most countries in Africa.
And when the family structure is, I know that there is that there's more black people over there, or African people over there, but majority of the households are there. Is it usually composed of a man and a woman and children, or is it a whole bunch of single moms raising a whole bunch of African kids by themselves and the man is never around?
That sounds like some stuff that happens in the village. No, the people, they most definitely, what I'm saying, the men most definitely, what I'm saying,
Present.
yeah, they there. They with they wives and all their children. Yeah, they most definitely there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In our culture here, that's not the norm. That's not the
But
norm in
I
America.
but I've seen a lot of the streets of America in the '80s.
And you say that it was different.
Most definitely, and it's still lots of people, what I'm saying, that still carry a lot of those good things that they liked about those those times. What I'm saying? It's stuff that they still, I find lots of young women these days who act like Big Mama. What I'm saying, today in a lot of places.
Yeah, I'm sure that
Mm.
that it goes on, but in the '80s, it's actually it, it's actually it's the same. It hasn't really changed. If you want to bring statistics in the same, it's the same amount of single parent households that you see in the black communities. And yes, there are a lot of, and yes, black people tend to marry just black people. However, I'm just saying that the cultural aspect of you coming from a different culture where you see that a man in the household, you guys might have traditions that are different. Your food is different. You guys have your own language. It's more of there's a legacy that is instilled in them. Um, even the way you
Excuse me,
answer the
excuse me,
question. Yeah,
excuse me. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I'm
yeah.
sorry, but I'm going to have to interrupt. Okay, I have a storm coming through, and it keeps
Oh,
knocking my Wi-Fi in and out. So I'm
okay.
going to have to end the live. I hate to, cause y'all having a really good discussion,
No, it's fine.
and we're gonna have to do this another time.
Say it again. That's
Yeah,
fine.
Mhm.
you be safe.
All right, bye. Yeah, be safe, thing.
Mhm. All right. No, I was saying that I'm having a storm coming through, and it's been knocking my Wi-Fi out. All right. Hey Charlene, thanks for coming. I wish you could have
Oh,
came earlier when we had all the stuff going on.
I was gonna say I could have stayed on. They could have kept going.
Ah, dang it, I didn't think of the X of that. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
but okay. I'm
cause
sorry. I'm sorry.
I still got control. You know.
You had control. Well, if
Yeah,
Autumn
until
and them are still in there, but I think there was another channel they were planning on going to anyhow. They just got caught up in their discussion, but it was interesting. Okay, everybody. Thanks for coming out. We're gonna have to do this another time. Wasn't expecting the storm to be this ugly, but peace, power, and unity. I think I could go ahead and leave out with some music. Nah, I'm gonna just close out. Y'all. All right. Good to see a lot of y'all. Y'all been having some interesting stuff in the chat. All right. Okay. Sorry about this, y'all. Mhm.